Good morning, everyone. Just a quick sound check, make sure everything is going through. Let me know if you can hear me. All right, good morning, everyone. Hopefully everybody had a great day or a great night yesterday after the stream yesterday. Thanks for being here first thing in the morning on a Saturday for some world questing today, because I am so behind on the world quests that I'm probably still not going to be able to finish everything I need to do today on this, but I'm gonna try to get what I can done. I need to get far enough along in this quest to open up the event that expires in like a day and a half. This one, because I haven't completed it yet, and it's gonna expire soon. So I need to get that unlocked and get that knocked out. Just be quiet, Mona. So yeah, it's actually afternoon for me, and I should be revising chemistry, but live. But I live in the moment, which is the stream. Well, thanks. And also, careful with that. I've lived in the moment in such ways in the past, and regret comes for you. Anyways, yes. So for those who were here for the stream yesterday, you'll know that I had to cut it short early for some cat-related emergency shenanigans. So we have a couple. Well, we have 4 cats, but 2 of them are quite old, in the area of 14 years old, and one of them was looking like she wasn't. I guess she wasn't feeling super great because she wasn't eating. And she was barfing a lot and having some trouble going. So we took her to the vet, and they ran a bunch of tests on her, and everything checked out. They actually said that, for a cat her age, like, all of her numbers look really good. She's very healthy, but her thyroid is still, like, we already knew that she had hyperthyroidism or whatever, where a cat just like crazy loses weight if they're not on medication for it. Well, because she's not really been wanting to eat a lot lately, she's not been consistent with her thyroid meds, so she's lost a ton of weight. And they're saying that maybe it's probable that because she's gotten so thin and her thyroid is doing so much weird stuff, that she's just not wanting to eat because she's maybe not feeling well. So they gave us some stuff to help her like stimulate appetite, so that maybe she'll actually eat her meds. And they're thinking that will probably help her get her weight back up and probably make her feel better too. So we're hopeful that everything's going to turn out to be fine. They said if that stuff doesn't work, then we'll have to start like looking at specialists and stuff like that. But for now, they don't think there's anything serious. So it seems like Spotty is okay for now. So for those of you who were here for that yesterday, thank you for tuning in early to find out what happened with that. I did post an update to it on Twitter yesterday that pretty much mirrored what I said just now about it. But yeah, I appreciate those of you who asked this morning. She is doing well enough this morning to where it seems like most things are going a little better. I don't think she ate anything yesterday, or nothing substantial. So hopefully she'll be eating a bit more today. So we'll see. But it does seem like everything is a bit better off today than yesterday so far. So all we can do is wait and see. Anyway, so world quest time. Now, this is the God, Kavarina. Kavarina of Good and Evil. This is the world quest for the newer section of map that came out with this version. Oh, I need to go make a condensed resin, don't I? So that I can get some of that out of my inventory. So I'm going to be starting this here in a minute, but I'm going to go and get my resin resolved really fast. I actually might knock out my daily quest really quick, just while I kind of wake up and configure my life this morning. Yeah. And then after that, I'm gonna get into the new map finally, because like, you know, this version's gonna end soon, and I have not done anything with it. So yeah, it's time to get that uncovered and start doing some work over there, just because I need to. Because we're gonna start getting new. Oh god, I have no condensed resin. Damn it. All right, well, let me change my party really quick so I can knock out this daily quest right here. All right. And then I'll go get some condensed resin. This guy with the stones. Alright. Extraordinarily wide selection of stones. Yeah, I've done this many times. Alright, fine. I'll go with the high number. Which stone do you guys think I should pick? You know, like, initially, I'm trying to see if there's, like, any visual difference, but I don't know. They all kind of look similar, so I don't really see anything too telling about any of them. So I don't know. I'm thinking on the yellow cloth. What do you guys think? I don't know. Why is I feel like my my stream chat is lagging out badly lately. Let's see. Okay, well, it's working on that window, so I guess I'll have to go with that one. All right. I don't know how long you plan to stream for, but you can totally unlock the Recollector's Path. But you can totally unlock the Recollector's Path event naturally after just a couple hours of World Quest. Okay, good. That is good. All right, I'm going for the yellow cloth. That seems to be the consensus. Very little jade inside. Oh, you failed me. No. You led me to believe there were no bad stones. This guy. Don't lose heart. I'll calculate how much you're owed at the end. Another round? Alright, we'll do one more. Alright, some people say, okay, blah, blah, blah. Alright, well, we'll do one more. It's a daily, by the way, C3. That's all this is. It's just a daily. Blah, blah, blah. Whoa, the camera got weird. Alright, this time I'm going with my gut. And my gut says blue. Well, it's not the jackpot, but it's between. Alright, well, whatever. I don't care. Blah, 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 blah. I am done with you. Alright. Well, one daily knocked out. 3 to go. And I also need to go somewhere to get a couple of crystal flies, too. Yeah, you know, I only ever encounter that guy for dailies at this point, so. Oh. Yeah, I got him. Okay. That was a little close. I don't know about you guys. Mondstadt still feels like home. Just everything about it, the music and just the locations, it's all so familiar and comfortable. Just makes you want to go there. Nah, I didn't get that one. alright. I got one more spot I can go snatch up a few more crystal flies from. Actually, the entirety of Dawn Winery has always kind of been my go-to spot for just rounding up a lot of crystal flies fast because there's so many of them here. Alright. Let's see. Should be one of them around here somewhere. There it is. I need some stamina before I go tackle that thing. Alright. Got that one. I'll go back up the hill again a little bit. Usually from this side. You can snatch up most of them. Come on. There we go. Where's the last one? That one flew away. Don't care. Alright. You can actually get more if you go around the back of the Dawn Winery, but I'm not going to mess with that right now. I just want the 3 that are over here, and then I'm going to go make some condensed resin so that we can get going with the next part here. You love going to low AR worlds and asking for their crystal flies. Makes me feel like a villain. What? Why? Alright. That should do. Save out roads. West Virginia. Beans. Yikes. Alright. Let's see. I got 1 level left of the battle pass. Hey, you guys can see how busy I've been. My battle pass isn't even freaking done yet. And I've only got like a day and a half to finish it. I got 1 level. It'll be done. I'm not worried about it. I kind of started to temper off of it just because I knew I was going to finish it based on where I was. Alright. Dailies. I'm gonna knock these out really quick, and then we're gonna get into this world quest. I just don't want these dailies over my head all day. So I'm anticipating, you know, like a 3-ish hour stream for the world quest and the event, hopefully. You know, I'm anticipating getting through it quickly enough to where I can get into the event. And you know, kind of pick up the world stuff next week again, but I probably won't do those on stream next week because I'm hoping to be back into writing some video stuff next week.
Let's get it on.
It'll be really nice.
Taking a turn for the better.
A process of elimination. Flicker.
All right. Oh, that was close.
Seems like an emergency.
Here you are.
This guy.
Buckle up.
All right. Playing Genshin at the moment and still need to improve artifacts. Yeah, it's kind of a never-ending thing, isn't it? You'll be pretty much at that forever. I certainly have never had the luxury of stopping, and I have a lot of pretty good artifacts. So, yeah, good luck with that. I mean, they're all centered on what I would consider to be like my core characters, none of which are in this party right now. Although I am digging Baiju. I think he's really, really good. And ended up being better than anticipated as a healer. He's very effective. All right.
Flicker.
Your Alhaitham team is Alhaitham Shogun, Yelan, and Baiju. Nice. I have a hard time putting my Yelan or Shogun with anybody else because I have teams built around them. It feels wrong to it just feels wrong to use them in teams where they enable somebody else because they're so good, like, as enabled characters from other, you know, from like complete team comps. All right. I think it took me significantly longer than that 10-hour guess, though, because I've also been playing Okay Star Rail. What's going on here? I feel like unlocking the event should only take 10 hours. Where does this 10 hours talk coming from? Is that about this world quest? Hopefully it's not going to take 10 hours for me to knock that quest out so I can do the event. That would be a problem, but somebody did say that it didn't require the whole thing to be done. So I'm just going to be checking back and forth regularly on that.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Oops. Little close.
Here you are.
Alright, you guys can get away from that.
Scatter.
They ran through all the flames and got lit up immediately.
Let's get it up!
Surrender. Judgment is upon you.
Get away from that.
Stay condemned.
Alright. Finish that off. Go turn that all into Catherine. And then I can go and start this world quest. Pretty big quest chain along the lines of another desert quest chains. Oh god, some of those have been super, super long. Alright. That's not what I was trying to do. Yeah. Did I already? I think I did already. Yes, I did. Okay, I was wondering if I already condensed my resume.
Add Astra.
I need to do the first 2 parts of it to unlock the event. Okay,
Thank
noted.
you for completing.
All right.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
All right. And I'll just reset all this stuff so that all the daily stuff is reset. And I don't have to think about it anymore. Oh, beans. Subscriber beans. Let's see. Yeah. I usually do the 25-hour one, or the 20-hour ones. Because I usually don't anticipate coming back anytime soon. Wait. Is Sarv even the right one for that? Yeah. It's Shinobu. I had the wrong character on that one. Alright. Finish that off. Done. Alright, let's swap party back up and get out to the desert. Take about 2 days to complete, but there's also a quest to do not recommend people do it until... Yeah, I already did Nahida part 2. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Mona party for it, because why not? Or at least my current Mona party. Her party shifts a lot. I tend to use, like, just new characters and stuff like that in her parties. Or new-ish characters. But I did notice that there are some rocks around out here that I wanted to be able to collect, so yeah, I got Dia keyed up for it today. So, continuing with the world quest finally. After starting it yesterday, just, you know, like the first scene, and then letting this little thing stand here all day. You're still thinking if you pull for Ganyu or staying to use Faruzan. Ganyu is a top tier DPS, I can tell you that for sure. Merely need you to follow the floating path. I don't know, I missed that one already. Oh, okay, well it gives them to you anyway. So that's good. Okay. Fend off the monsters. Alright.
Everyone hold hands. Let me scry.
Bye. I got tried. bounced me backwards. That was weird. Okay, there he is. Good try.
Buckle up!
Alright. What do you mean, Dev? Aren't these just abyss mages and hilly trolls? To think you would so easily defeat the rampaging Dev, your strength is most radiant indeed. Consider me impressed. But it is still quite the gap between you and us, Pari. The sight of you fighting valiantly reminds me of those humans of legend who once fought alongside us. I have decided then, you shall have the honor of being my, Yaznopti? Interesting word. Yaznopti. Paimon doesn't know what that is, but coming from you, it can't be anything good, really. Do you not have such things amongst humans, strategists, scribes, and the like, those who exist to praise the heroes whose stories they exist in? Either of those jobs are what you just described. No matter how great the hero, their great deeds must be recorded and sung by others, if not the same fate that befell ancient heroes shall befall them also. Though they may have loved violence and conflict, great deeds are still great deeds, and they deserve to be remembered. Unless those who loved conflict would be consumed by it, and once they had slain each other, they were all lost. And because there were no authors or poets to tell of their deeds, once all who had lived in such times were gone, their works forgotten to the last, I will not be like them. My great work shall shine so gloriously that the world itself will suffer great loss to not know of it. Thus, I shall now give you permission to record those deeds. Rejoice and give thanks, for this is not a grace that this is not a grace that few receive from us, Pari. Interesting. This all sounds very complicated, but basically you just need someone to tell you how awesome you are, right? Not interested, thanks. That's right. There's nothing worth bragging about with you. You just look kind of cute, that's all. Your refusal is futile. Orders given by a Pari are absolute. What do you mean cute? I am valiant, heroic. Well, you got big eyes. Whatever the case, it has been decided. Fret not. You shall be free to do as you please once I have sacrificed myself to restore the pure skies. Till then, you shall witness my valiant form. Well, sure, even Paimon can't see it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, so White Konako said, I can't be the only one that thinks Soros looks like an Oceanid. Yeah, very similar. Definitely has a similar look about her. Hey, look, lots of plants I don't have. And a giant turtle. I don't care about you, giant turtle. Alright. Maybe just a little. I'm just curious what kind of equipment you can get out of it. Come on. Come out of your shell. Oh, you can't get him, can you? Nah. Okay. There's probably a trick to it. But I don't feel like messing with it right now. Oh, the camera freak out? Got it. Good looking out. I don't know why that happens periodically. The camera crashes and you just gotta restart it. That's all. Fixed. The path here is now dotted with gray crystals. When I last left it, it was not yet so. Gray crystals? You mean crystals we're seeing everywhere? Paimon's had her eye on them for a while now. What are they? Gray crystals are remnants of the Black Fire's embers, proof that this land has suffered great calamity. The Black Fire. Indeed, I am sure you heard that a great catastrophe struck here long ago, where dark fire rose from beneath the earth and scorched land. Yo, you guys, I need some caffeine, like proper caffeine. This tea ain't doing the trick. The dark fire opened a bottomless hollow in this land, and the demons of Dev that crawled through the gap nearly turned this into a lightless realm. Though the gap was blocked by the great tree, the dark fire's filth spread like seeds, and the countless dark and painful memories released by that corruption began to lay down roots and sprout. This persisted till the honored lord of Kavrena The divine bird, Smira, or however you say that, drank the primordial water left behind our god before transforming herself into Kavarena of all kinds of scattering across the land. From that day on, Kavarena has taken the divine bird's place in defending this land, and those painful memories that leaked out have been sealed by Kavarena. What was left of these ubiquitous gray crystals? What was left are these ubiquitous gray crystals. I was like, oh, that doesn't sound right. Though they seem no different from any stone or any other stone, they may contain objects that are yet to be purified. The gray crystals in this area have increased as of late. I suspect that this must have something to do with the sign of Aposha's dark power. Aposha's or Pausha, or however you say that. But if we use Kavarena's might, we can get rid of these crystals. If my senses do not deceive me, the wandering Kavarena should be nearby. Let us look around. Okay. While devs were demons and monsters in Middle Eastern. Okay, that's neat. Pari is fairy in Middle Eastern. Good to know. Fun fact. I appreciate that. What is gray crystals? Gray crystals are left behind by the remnants of corruption. Use the power of Kavarena to clear them out. But once said power retreats, the gray crystals will reemerge. Okay. So I guess we just follow this. Well, that had a very entering a shrine and Tears of the Kingdom feel to it, didn't it? Just how it opened up in the middle of a rock. Hey, a seal. Alright, so let's go get that.
Good job.
Buckle up! Let's light it up! Yeah! Written in the
That was
stars!
probably a waste of Mona's burst, but whatever. Oh, well, they're all dead. There goes. Oh, well, she got her burst pretty much right back already anyway, so
This
not
should
like it
cover
matters.
food and rent for a while.
That's the dream, Mona. Remember my old streams where I'd walk around Lewa collecting star conches? No, not really. Oh, man. The world is blur time. What is up here? Okay, I see that. Give me that. That tried to evade me. Good luck with that. Let me mark that really quick. One of the first Dragon Spine co-op events, and you used Albedo's. Oh yeah, I definitely remember the Albedo Vader. That was that was something else. That is not a forgettable stream. That was so unfortunate. / hilarious. Oh man, that was a good one. They're all just standing there in front of that in front of the what is it, the cryo regisvine for the event. And I'm like, oh, here's an elevator, because you know we were in the middle of the boss fight, and it busted us right out of the shield and killed us because it put us out of the top of it. Good times. All right. Did you watch the video on demand of previous Dia streams? How have I been liking her since? It's been interesting trying to, you know, bring the best out of Dia since she came out. Like, obviously, she's a little bit of a niche use character. I'm not like one of the Dia haters. I will put her in a team that I think she's fun to use in, just like I do with some other characters. I don't find her to be useless, although I do have some other builds that I want to try on her. I just haven't had the materials nor time to get into it yet. But I don't think she's like horrible or anything. I think that was one of the first streams I managed to join, and it was so funny. Yeah, that was a good one. It definitely was. You two are, do not fret, their historian, Paimon, newly chosen. Yaznapti and his companion, they are here to witness my great work. You know, Paimon hasn't agreed to that yet. So Paimon and Pari are definitely at odds frequently. A Yaznapti, you say? Though I will not question your most astute judgment. I fear that allowing ignorant outsiders into this land before the rite of Chinvat is complete may have untoward effects. Now that the people of the Academia surely do not desire the right's completion, speak no further. I have my reasons for doing this. Well then, take that drum from before out, Historia and Paimon. You bring the drum out as agreed. Corybantes. Corybantes, you say? Yes, this is an important catalyst for the ritual needed to forge a laupa between ourselves and the Paris connection. I have searched for many years for this, and to think it now comes to me. This is indeed a good omen for my future plans. It would be good if the fates will also be with me when I lead the Order of Skeptics to throw down the Academia and burn their house of Dana, or whatever they call it, to the ground, or Dinah, or however you say that. Yeah. What a way to casually paint yourself as the villain, huh? Yeah, I mean, we all kind of wanted to burn the Academia early on too, and now that, you know, those guys aren't in control of it anymore, and Nahida's fine, and you know, we're kind of chilling on the Academia now. But like for a little while, we were like, yeah, burn the Academia. You think the first stream you caught was the teapot contest stream? You mean the race? Really? Wow, you picked a good one. That was that was a hard stream to manage. Actually, I'd really like to do another one of those at some point. I forgot my introductions. I am Nasehuna or Nasejuna. I don't know if that's supposed to be said or not. It's probably like Nasehuna or something. God, I can't read any of these words. Vinyanapati. I don't. Vinyanapati. God, these words. Of the Order of Skeptics who cultivate ourselves here. If you would use the terminology of the Academia, I would be the equivalent of a sage. But I doubt those pampered folk would care much for what we at the margins call ourselves. You do not look much like those Academia might send. We're just passing adventurers. We did take a commission from them, sure. We'll just say passing adventurers. Fair enough. Though in truth, it would not matter even if you were to be from that place. Even if the entire core of 30 were to be set here, my plans could not be halted. Sorry about the yawning, you guys. Not waking up quickly at all. Well, whatever your plans are, we didn't come here to stop them, that's for sure. So they would all say, those treacherous louts from the Academia, and when my guard is down, you would stab me in the back. Just like those people in Funny Math, who tried to skulk about and steal our academic tomes. They even dared to attack our honored envoy of Kavarena, Lady Sorush. And they met defeat at my hands, each one of them. Very impressive. Of course, my Yazanapti. It is right that you should sing my praises. Do not look upon us as some miserable few who inhabit the Tamir Mountains. We once had such numbers that all the desert north of Mount Damavand would struggle to hold us. It is only because of our harsh environment and the slander and ostracism by the Academia that we have been reduced to this. If it was not for such sage souls as myself holding things together and the protection of Kavarena, we skeptics would have been reduced to nothing long ago. Sounds like quite the disagreement, yes. Catherine said you have had your differences, but it sure looks like to Paimon that you skeptics really hate the Academia. Say not hate, but rather that we simply cannot coexist. When I was young, I did go there to learn in an attempt to mend our differences, but they treated me like an outsider. Well, it was a different Academia then. Though they feign politeness by calling us a branch of the Academia, this is not but a means to belittle us. It is said that our predecessors had a clash of ideals with them, and so chose to go into the desert to stand against the darkness themselves. From that day on, we've been holding firm the war against defilement, defending our land. And what have those useless louts been doing in the meantime? Compared to those pampered pedants, we who combine thought, word, and deed far better deserve honor for our wisdom. Paimon doesn't get it. You only need to understand that conflict is the true nature of the world. Who is this guy? He's the he's starting to sound a bit like what is it, the rich guy from the event that just ended. Kavarena and impurity, Dari, and the true way. It is these struggles for supremacy that have kept this world alive just as surely as the sky does. Those sophists and their fancy darshans believe that the fates of all are inscribed in the skies and that this is the supreme wisdom and truth. But look, the skies reflect defilement itself. Surely their truth, then, is an imperfect thing. Perhaps nothing is truly perfect. This logic seems a tad messy. Yeah, we'll go with that. Only those who dare to refute the truth can gain true wisdom. It seems that such courage is not found in you. Nasaria, this is not the time to talk about such things. Have you not seen how the gray crystals hem us in ever more tightly? If we do not extinguish the sign of Apaosha soon, things shall grow most perilous indeed. Well, speaking of the sign, right, that's right. We were tasked to fix this whole thing. But after all this talking, we still don't know much what it's supposed to be. Well, our plans also involve extinguishing that celestial mark. As for what it is, if it must be described as anything, let's call it the water's surface. The water's surface. Your explanations just making things sound more confusing. The water's reflection, while an illusion, nonetheless hides the truth within itself. So it is with the skies. It is like a mirage. If you have seen those before. Yeah, there's actually a lot of them in the desert here. That big hole up there is way spookier than any mirage. Well, it should be, for that celestial sign reflects an otherworldly hellscape. Long, long ago, Conria once built a facility here that connected them to realms beyond. Interesting. During the Great Disaster, which they say the Conria started, monsters swarmed from that very facility into the nations of the world. The monsters tore open a great rift that came to be called the Tanigi Hollow. And through they were sealed away with the new vein of an ancient tree, or of the ancient tree. This mysterious sign appeared along with that. Where the sign reflects is that which lies beyond the dark rift. And though the monsters cannot enter Tabat through that illusion, it nonetheless radiates corrupt energy. They say that our very first, Vinanapti. No, that's not right either. Vinanapati. God dang it. These words, man. Extinguish that strange sign together with the Pari. But as the power of impurity has strengthened over time, this ancient symbol has appeared once more. And should we leave it be? Who knows? That hollow may truly reemerge one day, and that ancient war will be reenacted. In truth, it might be interesting to live in such exciting times. What? Come on, man. No, that wouldn't be interesting at all. Matters not. Samara drank the Amarita left behind by our god, transmuting herself into limitless Kavarena. As the heirs to the divine bird, solving this problem is the mission that we Pari have. I, Sarush, will surely leave behind a work great enough to be her equal. Of course, Kavarena's envoy, and we of the Order of Skeptics shall surely help you see your duty through. What's with all this talk about sacrifices? Is it really necessary to solve the problem? Well, in truth, I do not know. All documents regarding the sign of Apaosha have been lost, and the traditions and rites surrounding it have also ceased to be passed down. If it had not been for me constantly looking up what documents were left, there might not have been any more left to know that the rite of Jinvat existed at all. According to my research, the Pari are descendants of the Simur and should therefore also have the power to transform into Kavarena to purify the land. And would you not say that the grand sacrifice to save the world on part of the divine bird's heirs very much suits our order's style? This guy talks just a little weird at times. It makes it awkward to read sometimes. What? That's so haphazard. The sacrifice you're talking about doesn't sound like a small thing either. Why aren't we thinking of other ways to solve this issue? Paimon's sure there's got to be some alternative, right? Right? There's no. It's always been this way, hasn't it? Yep. I'm very good at my job, after all. All right, let's see. What did Konako drop? Let's see. Hang on. There's, Mount Damavan is also a real sacred mountain in the Iran area, if I recall. The myths around Mount also include a hero named Kaveh. Oh, interesting. That's pretty cool. Also said that you need not interfere, simply witnessing my sacrifice shall suffice. It is something worth celebrating that we Pari should sacrifice our lives to purify the earth. Well, you say that, but I would ask that you keep a respectful distance from that which you do not comprehend, outsiders. But since this is the case, well, I was planning to investigate the Tinigi Hollow to make preparations for a rite of Chinvat anyway. Why don't you come along? I trust that you also wish to see the scars left behind a fissure, or left behind by a fissure that once led beyond our world's bounds. When you see it, I believe you shall understand. Well, Paimon is kind of curious. Sound plan. In that case, I shall lead the way. After all, you would find it impossible to freely traverse this land where Kavarena battles against impurity. Mayazna Padi, follow me to the end. Watch me complete my mission. Okay, well. Okay, so I guess I have her as a pet now. Pari are very mysterious creatures, and as the bloom guard of her race, Sarush can replace your characters to fly and move. When Sarush is in flight, your characters will stay in place to await her return. While in flight, Sarush can ascend or descend, and can use the accelerate skill to increase her flight speed. Sarush cannot be too far from your character, though. A bloom guard should never abandon others after all. Sarush can call upon the special energies within items around which mysterious mayflies dance. Press Sarush's interact skill to allow her to use her power to guide the might of Kavarena. Hold her interact skill to cause her to stop and continuously channel Kavarena's might. During this time, you control your character freely. Interesting. Okay. As a Pari, Sarush can also perceive some things beyond normal human sight. Okay. She has many features. Okay, so let me take you to a place where my fated sacrifice shall take place. Alright. New pets. It was a Persian phoenix griffin thingy that dwelled at a sacred in the cosmic sea. Interesting. Hey Kellogg, welcome. What was this? Oh yeah, it's still just the ley line overflow thing that I haven't done yet. Alright. Well, okay, the next part of the quest is right up here by the Statue of the Seven, which means I'll finally get some of the map unlocked at long last. Jeez. It's only been a section of the map that's been accessible for 5.5 weeks. Alright. Oh, and the other one's actually quite close. If it's easy to get to, I might just go to it. Statue of the Seven. Alright. I don't think I have very many. Yeah, I only have like 3 on me right now. I'm sure I'll get another level. I need 5 more, so I'll get that level 9 really soon. Kind of seems like it's intended for you to go through this cave over here or something, but oh no, that's not even a cave. Okay, never mind then. Wow. Well, this place is definitely, it's got a little something else going on with it, doesn't it? Like this like creepy spire into the ground full of the gray crystals. Your cat stepped on your keyboard. Yeah, I feel that. I've been there. Is that deep pit the Tinigi Hollow you were talking about earlier? There's super huge crystals all over the place, even bigger than the ones we saw before. They look scarier, too. These were once huge trees used to seal and subdue the creatures of the dark depths. The power of the defilement has corrupted them, warping them into such forms as you see now. Since the monsters have been sealed, it It sure doesn't look like anyone needs to sacrifice themselves again. That is why we must use the power of the Cavarena to reopen the way. Wouldn't that just release the monsters again? They took so much effort to seal, too. No, I mean that we must open the path to the sign of Apaosha. The way to the rift in the earth was sealed long ago. It can never lead to true darkness again. But that is exactly why that sealed rift does indeed connect to the illusion of the abyss. Illusion of the abyss. We only need to use the great songs of Cavarena to stabilize the seal before initiating the rite of Jinvat to pass through the darkness and reach the sign. Great songs of Cavarena. They are the mightiest manifestations of Cavarena scattered throughout the world. We can use the great songs to initiate the rite of Jinvat. After that, we can open up a path to the darkness, just as legends holds that the first Vinnanapti, Nagarhuna, and Pari. I don't know how to say these words. God. That's all well and good. But what will we do once we reach the side that the sign is on? I do not know what happens after that. I have encountered legends that our first Vinnanapti. These words, this is just not fair. You can't just put them together like this. Was lifted up into the heavens where we use divine power to extinguish the sign, but that, I feel, is a mere myth. Beans. No. Please don't. I believe that Cavarena's envoys will have some way, since they can purify the defiling impurities. They must also have some way to extinguish the sign. Did Sarush not also say that she wishes to imitate the sacrifice of Simur? The world is built upon conflict and sacrifice, after all. Well, that's what Sarush says, sure, but that's way too irresponsible of you. It's okay, Persian words are difficult. Yeah, I'm figuring that out. Don't fret. Before the necessity of any sacrifice can be ascertained, we must still bring the great songs of Cavarena together. At the moment, we have yet to take even the first step forward. You can't subscribe on Twitch? That's weird. Why? That's super weird. Also, the camera seems to have died again. Let me fix that. Yeah, I don't know what might have caused the, just banged my elbow into my freaking counter over here. Ow. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to do that on Twitch. It's super awkward. Maybe it's just, I don't know if it's like an inactivity thing. Tons of people are still, I actually know, because I think Aether resubscribed the other day. So no, I don't think there should be a problem there. I don't know. That's weird. But thanks for the effort nonetheless. I appreciate it. Says the guy who's just been talking this whole time. Basically, only the Pari who has been chosen as a Bloomguard can touch the great songs. But our current envoy, Lady Sarush, has yet to obtain that right. Is that so? For all the bluster, you really aren't all that, huh, Sarush? Rude! You dare speak to me like that, pale floater. Well, Paimon just got yet another bad nickname. Pale floater. Well, Paimon isn't a pale floater. Only by obtaining the twin-horned chaplet may she become the Bloomguard. And being able to gather the power of Cavarena as such, she must first be acknowledged by Lady Zirvan, the first Pari. She is a mighty Pari who once fought alongside our ancestors. It is even said that she was the very Pari who fought alongside the ancient heroes to subdue the embers of the abyss. But that elder of ours, utterly unreasonable, she refuses to acknowledge my dearest desire. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about that. Still, even without the twin-horned chaplet, my sacrifice will suffice to accomplish this deed. Of course, I do not intend to doubt your desire to sacrifice yourself this way, but if you are unable to perform the rite and pass through the Dark Hollow, your wish will not be fulfilled nonetheless. However, I do have a suggestion. Lady Sarush called you her Yasnapati, did she not? Why don't you go with her to the, Valrukasha Oasis? That is where Lady Zirvan may be found. Perhaps Lady Zirvan may yet change her mind should she see that we humans view Lady Sarouche as the predestined envoy. And why aren't you going? Well, as for me, she would certainly look down on a bookish man like me, considering her many years of experience. If she looked upon me, I doubt she would ever change her mind again. This is the only method we have at the present to change our current situation, so please, do go with Lady Sarouche to the sacred place, protected by the Cavarena. Aren't you a sneaky one? Looks like you're the only person coincidentally out of a job. Of course not. There is much I must do. For example, the preparations for the rite of Chinvat still must be done. I must also consult the words of the ancient scribes once more to ascertain the locations of the great songs. As for the Kori drum you bought, I believe I may now form a connection with the Pari who sleep at present once more. Their awakening is a necessity for the rite of Chinvat to occur. Regardless, I leave the matter of the Twin Horn Chaplet to you two. Once everything is complete, let us meet at the campsite upon the Tamir Mountains. Oh well. So, we have to look at that Pari Elder, right? Well, let's hope she isn't as nasty as Sarouche is. Yeah, hopefully. Cosmic Ocean and Persian Myths. Interesting. A compilation of Devout trying to pronounce these words needs to be made. No! No! Please don't. Alright, let me see if the event is attemptable yet, now that I've gotten the pet for one. Yeah, I can do it now, I think. No, I can't. No, never mind. It looked maybe for a second, but no, it can't. It still says prerequisite quest. Okay, so I still have to have like the Splendorous Sky that day, or at least this portion of the quest done.
Astrologers must rid themselves
So we
of
must
material
continue
desire.
on. Head to the other side. I'm gonna guess that like I could climb over this and unlock the other half
Only
if
by
I
ridding
wanted
oneself
to.
of clutter can one see the true
But I'm gonna
world
continue with the
around
quest
them.
for now and assume that I'll get there. I'm gonna break this rock. Okay. The Narada fruits are born by special plants that have been nourished by the Amrita, and their juices contain that same mysterious power. Press Saurus's interact skill to cause her to harvest the fruits and gain the ability to throw them, using their power to stand against the impurities. Interesting. As they contain Amrita, the Narada fruit's juices can also melt through special crystals created from solidified Amrita. Okay. Interesting. Which is her interact skill then? Oh, she's a bit faster than I anticipated. That's kind of cool. Huh. I kind of thought she was going to be a little slower. Okay. So, up and down. Did I already do the thing? I don't think I did the thing. So, anybody, like, how the hell do you... I am confused. Alright, we're just gonna spin now because I cannot figure out what's going on with this. It said to use the interact skill, but I don't see any interact ability. Like, I don't know what that's doing. Okay, wait, maybe that did something finally. No, all it did was just swap back. I don't know what's happening. I am so confused. How does this spell work? Alright, I hate this rock. Okay. I am kinda confused. It keeps like calling me back to this location because I'm thinking it's trying to teach me how to do a thing, but I don't really understand it. Hang on. I'm gonna go back to this again. Press her interact skill to use her to harvest fruits and gain the ability to throw them. But how do you then throw them using their power to stand against the impurities? It doesn't show you how to throw them. I assume that the E skill is the interact skill. Okay, so this is Bloom Guard. And call upon special entities within items around mysterious Mayfly's dance to interact skill to allow her to use her power to guide the might of Katarina. Hold her interact skill to cause her to stop and continuously channel the might. During this time, you can control your character freely. Right. Plumes of left behind. Not gonna say this isn't slightly confusing still. Once you grab the fruit from the branch on the wall, she can drop bombs and break the wall. Okay, understood. I actually totally stopped thinking about that flower up on the wall. I saw it as we were gliding over. I was like, oh, I wonder what that is, but it did not occur to me that it was something I would have to get like this. I see now. Okay. Nope. Pushed the wrong button.
Well, how about that?
Well, that ended up working out. Okay, we're good. Continuing along. I probably would have figured it out after another minute of running in circles and been like, yeah, okay, let's see if I can get that plan. I don't know. Trial of the Soul Bell. Reach all targets within 45 seconds. Actually, am I crazy? I got Mona here. She's a much faster sprinter. Oh man, I keep hearing all these Dendroculus sounds. I'm gonna need to start getting those. Hey, Mori 15, appreciate it. Thank you. Continued support is always appreciated. It really is.
For a while.
Mona's voice line was very appropriate. Isn't that one of the things that you're supposed to? No, that's something I can just pick up, right? I didn't need to do that, but okay, whatever. I'll just go check it out anyway. Yeah, I think it's something I have to pick up, right? All right, well, I got Dia over here.
Let's get it
Like
on.
that thing. What is this gonna do? No, can I not? I don't. What does this do? I am the confused still. It's like you can't interact with it, so it's got to be something from this, right? It has to be. Okay. Well, that did something. Okay, well, there was another... I see.
Buckle up.
Going to assume that that is lit now. Are you just not going to reveal what's underneath it? Okay. Okay, it had nothing to do with the little thing. I think it has to do with the little green thing floating around. Okay. Because it only disappeared when it was close. Well, where are the other ones then? Okay, there's one over here. Oh god, all the sounds of all these Dendroculus everywhere. Oh, it's gonna get my eye twitching. Frozen doggies? What? Ah! Come on, Dia. Had to go on Twitch website to subscribe. Wow, I'm surprised that that it made you work so hard for it, but I do appreciate it.
I call dibs.
You may have your dibs, Dia. All right. Where is that thing going? Seems like after I got that, this one has begun to move away. Does it? I wonder if it unseals these monsters. Yes, it does.
I see everything. I'm going in.
Where'd he go?
Decided by destiny. Delved into destiny.
Will you just die already, man? There you go. There's another one over there.
Finding treasure
And then I
is
guess I
pretty
need to
exhilarating.
get that one to go over there. I don't know. He seems to have stopped right here, though. Is this just as far as it goes? I don't know if I understand that. We'll try this and see what happens. Party quest drained me with how long it was. I mean, some of these quests do end up being rather lengthy, don't they? Yeah, I don't know that I understand how to get at some of these things reliably yet. Like, I think there's some things about these mechanics that I'm missing. All right, let's there's got to be like another little green thing. Yeah, there's one over there too. It's probably that. I don't know. There's also a Dendroculus in the middle of that floating abyss thing or whatever. The plumes and the Favarashi trees also make the same sound as oculi when they pop up on the minimap. Oh, okay. Good to know. Getting close to this is kind of creeping Paimon out. Whoa. Okay. Weird. Oh, it even makes like little step impacts, which kind of gives you like the feeling from the Eternal Oasis, which is probably one of the coolest places they've ever made in this game. All right. Yeah, that's interesting. Let's see if this thing heads towards those. It does appear to be, yeah. Didn't really get a lot of energy back on that one. Maybe because I used my burst too late. Oh, hi.
Everyone hold hands.
Oh, those guys messed up. All right. I'm gonna assume this is gonna take me up there. Okay, good. I was right.
Buckle up! Ha! Everybody step!
Sharing my knowledge.
I'm not playing with this guy.
Written in the stars.
Just go away.
Shadows of fate.
Alright, not too bad. And there's still the big one left, which I'm going to assume that means there's probably another one around, seeing as how those two are done. Yeah, there's got to be another one around. I do see one over there. That's probably it. So I'm going to go ahead and get that one because it's a bigger chest. It's even freakier if you look down into it. Interesting. All right. Yep, it goes the right way. Good. I was hoping that would be the case.
Look alive!
I see everything.
All right, no big deal. Sumeru is a mixed bag of Muslim, Persian, and Egyptian. Is it? I mean, honestly, I would assume so. I mean, there's a lot of like reference to it, but I can't confirm that. Yeah, it's the entire Middle East, so it's a big crock pot of cultures, which is pretty cool to actually, you know, get to see like some of their mythology and stuff.
Let's get it off!
Grow. Teamwork is true. Decided by destiny. Shadows of fate.
And you're gone. Oh, God. Okay, well,
This should
a little bit of overkill on the end of that one. All right, cool. Got all the chests out of that one. All right, on to the main quest point, looks like. It's good to finally be exploring this part of the new map. I'm definitely going to need to just sit down and continue to work on it.
Scry the sky.
It's definitely a mode that I'm kind of used to doing right now, just based on, you know, Tears of the Kingdom stuff and all that too. Okay, is this how they look like now? How pathetic. What are you talking about? Never mind, I just happened to witness the undignified states of my kind. No matter, we shall keep going. You see, that makes Paimon even more curious. Let Paimon have a look. Oh wow, it really is a strange tree. The way it's shaped like a circle almost looks like a door, right? If we walk through it, it might lead somewhere. Paimon definitely would like to go first. Really? Paimon wants to go first? I'm kind of surprised she's not like, Paimon definitely thinks the Traveler should go first, or Saru should go first. Somebody else go first. The Favarashi trees are no doors. You'll disturb the residential pari residing within if you simply barge through them. So that's called a Fravashi tree. But where are the residual pari? Paimon can't see them at all. Of course, Pale Floater can't see them. They are still trapped by obsessions of the past, after all. May not be what they wish for, but looking at the sight of them clinging desperately to this world, how absurd and pathetic. It may look a little strange, but calling them pathetic is just mean. And looking at you being surrounded by so many plants, Paimon actually thought you'd feel at home. I only feel at home when I'm on the battlefield. Only the battle lasting until the end of time can be perceived as true eternity. Who are you, eh? Now that you're following me, you'd better grasp that as early as possible, Pale Floater. These Fravashi trees are pari that fought till the very end against the defilement that had been corrupting the land. Using the last remnants of their power, they transformed into the state that you see now. They exhausted their strength to a point where they could no longer maintain their form, and were rejected by the Valrukasha oasis for being tainted. Legend has it that in ancient times, the Order of Skeptics would hold a ritual of purification for them, so as to bring them all back to the Valrukasha oasis. But nowadays, there remains no one in the Order of Skeptics who is able to perform such a ritual. The best they can do is to keep these Fravashi trees alive. But this only prolongs their suffering. Judging by their current appearance, they seem to have nothing left but bitter memories they have to endure alone. In a way, they have also fulfilled their mission, but it was all meaningless, all a meaningless act compared to a true sacrifice. Looks like we should help them. Paimon can't just leave them here to suffer and endure like this alone. You can't. That makes you weak, Pale Floater. Being compassionate is indeed one of the great, many noble qualities, but one cannot survive here with merely a kind heart. Besides, for us pari to exhaust our strength in the final stand against evil is already the best ending one can dream of. I see no necessity to change anything. Well, that's what you think. Perhaps they have different ideas, you know? If Paimon was trapped here, Paimon would definitely want to go back home and be with everyone else. We pari share no such weaknesses. Fine, since even my Yasanapti fancies so, I shall wake her up with the power and let you listen to her dimming voice. Okay. Awaken the tree. Let's see what it says here. If this is a new tutorial thing. A mysterious plant created by the pari who used the last of their strength, and lingering pari with memories of ancient days is contained within. Can use her power to awaken the residual pari inside of the Favarashi trees. If the languishing obsessions of these spirits are exhausted, perhaps these pari, thus scattered abroad, may yet meet again in the sea of flowers. Offer the plumes of purifying light you obtain from Favarashi trees to the Amrita pool, and return all memories of Kavarena back to the flowery sea. Okay. Residual pari of the forest. So do I need to perhaps fly up to talk to this one, or do I just need to go back to the Traveler now? Yeah. Is that all you got? Who are you talking to? Something's about to attack us. Is there really? Wow, rude.
Get out of here!
Oh, hey, that is the wrong element of Abyss Mage for this party. And by that I mean it's exactly the right element for me to kill it. Alright, talk to the residual pari in the Favarashi tree. Alright. They ain't nothing. Come forth and perish. What? Why are you... Why are you mean? Fragment left by Cavarina, carrier of past memories. I'm gonna guess that like that was an experience of a memory. I think it was talking to the monsters, perhaps.
Well, you could do
Interesting.
with some more fortune.
It's kind of cool that like the grass sprouts up and looks healthier after you clear it out. That's cool. Looks like there was another one of those down here too. Let's do that one really quick as well. Where is it? Is it below or something? Am I overlooking this thing? I did see like something kind of vaguely similar over there, but I feel like I'm on top of it, so it must be under. I don't know what these things are. I don't know if they're... I doubt they're related. Rift Hounds are a nightmare to deal with. Well, they're one of the more irritating enemies. I'll give you that. Well, that didn't seem to do much, did it? Okay. Well, nothing there, I guess. I mean, so long as you have either an Electro or a Geo character to deal with them, a lot of the times they're not a big deal, depending on which element they are, because usually you match an element with them and you get a damage bonus. Let's see where we are in the quest. I doubt seriously I've got it cleared out yet. Nope. I'm very surprised that they would have an event that has, you know, prerequisite from a world quest to engage with, just because of how long the world quests have a tendency to be. And it's been a little while since I've completed, like, entirely completed a world quest. I'm actually quite a little bit behind on a few of them. The last two I haven't finished yet. They're both at like 90%. They're close, but I haven't finished them yet. You're a Barbara main, so Rift Hounds are no sweat for me. Okay, well, you do you. These special 4-leaf sigils can be affected by the power of Amrita and be moved by Sarush. Press Sarush's interact skill to pick them up and place them where they are needed. I'm just noticing there's like a weird hissing coming through my microphone, and I don't know why. Is it done now? Maybe it's done now. Okay, yeah, it stopped. That was weird. Let's see. I don't see this thing it was talking about. Oh, come on. Must have to climb up on the other side. Here. Oh, it's that. Okay. It's an exploding barrel one, which means I have to swap to a different character. YouTube being very slow on my end today because of my weather, so I moved over here to Twitch. Oh. Well, I appreciate you, you know, letting me know that you moved over. Thank you. Yeah, I've also observed that YouTube's delay is more severe as well compared to Twitch.
Hey, find that was worth the trip.
All right. Let's go back to my Mona team. The current main is Alhaitham, but I'm really a Zhao main at heart, always. Fair enough, C3. Yeah, I don't know. The hissing is kind of coming and going. I don't know if there's some kind of background noise going on in the room that it's picking up occasionally. It's kind of awkward. I don't know what might be causing that.
Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home. Everybody stand. Fate is upon you.
He did try. Come on, let's get another Diapop, please. Oh, it's over. Doesn't matter. Whatever.
Finding
Alright, well, he
treasure is
gone.
pretty exhilarating.
Alright, well, I guess I need to... Oh, I did not do that, and that's why I had a problem. Alright. So these ones are a little different, right? So... It just disappeared when I did that. Why, though? What are you supposed to do with it after you do that? Okay, I already forgot what it said to do. So hang on. They're affected by power of movement and moved by Suresh. So Suresh's interact skill to pick them up and place them where they are needed. Okay. So I can just pick it up and move it. It's kind of handy. Looks like you only have a certain amount of time to... Oops. You only have a certain amount of time? Looks like. Let's go up with it then. See what happens. All I did was cancel that. I wonder if you can't get too far away, maybe? I don't know. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, too far away. Okay. I see that. Where does it want me to put this thing? This world quest is long, and I was playing Star Rail this patch. I had to fast start the event yesterday to make sure I got the stuff out of it. You can unlock it early on into this world quest if you run out of time. There is spoilers in the event, but I could follow it. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not planning to completely finish it today, Warpaint. I just don't have the time to do that anyway. But well, I just want to, yeah, basically fast start it, like get it far enough to unlock the event and continue with it from there. I am still trying to also figure out how some of these mechanics work with Sorush. So, because like, yeah, it's just telling me I can move this thing, but like, where should I even move it? Like, and there's no like intuitive locations to go put this thing that seems like they're even like important to move. Weird. Whatever. Oh, I left left Sorush over there. Didn't really mean to do that. I assume she just comes back to you if you do the thing, but no, that's not what I was trying to do. All right, there we go. Flying with Sorush is so fun. Oh, yo, you testing flying for MC twins in future, maybe? Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, it seems already. I did notice like flying with Sorush is a little bit more, I would say, a little bit more natural. Oh God, first thing I did was just hold down the wrong key. It's a touch more natural than say flying with what is it, Scaramouche with the Wanderer. Just a little bit, but it might only be because you know, you can do it for longer, I think. I think you can move all of them, but you don't need to move all of them. Yeah, that's probable. All right, we'll see where this one's gonna take me. There was a teleport location over there that I was gonna go get, but this is flying in the opposite direction because, you know, Genshin Impact gives you know, gamers like me complete ADD when you're exploring. You're just like, oh, I'm gonna go do that. Oh, never mind, I'm gonna do this, and then while you're en route to do that second thing you discovered that distracted you from the first thing, you find a third thing that stops you from doing the second thing, and now you're doing the third thing. And then whether or not you even finish the third thing is completely dependent on whether or not you somehow encounter a fourth thing. It's kind of a nightmare for completionists. It really is. All right, so I'm gonna go over to this. Actually, so like I was just talking about, there's a chest right here. And I'm gonna piss this thing off so I can go and get that chest.
Shadows of fate.
That hurt a little. Wasn't too bad. I would like it very much if you just died now. Oh, he crashed. Nice.
Delve into destiny.
Ah, you're gone. Okay. All the things. Yes, all the things indeed. Dev intended reason or place to move the red sigils. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like it was intending for me very much to move it, and then yeah, I got to it, and it didn't seem like I was supposed to move it too much anymore. So I don't know. Here's one of those rocks you're supposed to bomb. Where the hell did that teleporter? Okay, it's right there. Yep. Had to not get distracted by the puzzles yesterday. Fair enough. I am still having a little trouble with that right now, if you can't tell. How long did it take you to get through to the point where you could do the event? Oh, Warpaint. All right. Continuing along. Take that stam flower. Oh, hey. I got another thing. Let's see. These tree vines have ensnared the scattered Cavarena, so Roach can use their power to extract this energy and channel it into the vines. Some tree vines have been affected by gray crystals and require additional Cavarena energy for their snare to be loosened. Okay. Actually, I didn't next page that, did I? Ah, dang it. Which one was that? This one. Oh, okay. No, we're fine then. No, there's just still some that are unchecked, it says. There we go. What is the purpose of doing it, though? Like you snare them or something. I don't know that it says you can snare the power, but like to what end? I don't know that I completely understand why you do it. Oh, I guess I did all three of those and then unlocked the chest. Okay. I get it now.
I could make a tidy sum selling some of this.
Simple enough. Wait. Oh, it's above. Dang. Okay. I was like, I'm on top of another teleporter. And then, yeah, it was above me. So, never mind. With distractions, 2+ hours to fast start, you will meet an elder, and there are 2 extra triggers. Okay, noted. Oh, this is the boss guy. Damn. I think you need a relatively rounded team comp to fight that thing, and I don't think I have one. This team is probably not going to be the right team to do that. Actually, I think this party might be decent for it, as would be perhaps my Wanderer team, maybe. I don't have a cryo. A cryo would probably be better. Let's see. I've definitely already fought the boss, but I went to somebody else's world to do it. But I haven't fought it in my own world yet. I'm gonna ditch Farazan as much as I like having her here. I need to just round out the group a little bit for that. So we're gonna try it like this and see what happens, because I've yet to put together a team that I can fight it on my own with.
Teamwork is strict.
Disappear! Worthless!
Access denied.
Take it easy.
Ah, come on. It's just not quite fast enough.
No touching.
Unfortunate.
Huh?
Come on. Need a little more energy to top that off. Oh, come on. I had like half an energy from doing that. Yeah, this is kind of my first time ever solo fighting this boss, so I'm kind of not exactly sure how best to handle it right now. Let me get away from those before something weird happens. Ooh.
Access denied.
Well, there's Hydro now, so this should work. In theory. Aye. I kind of wish I had a shielder with me right now.
Sin, be washed away!
I don't like that. Okay. I thought maybe I could shoot them. You can't shoot them. Poor Ganyu. Yeah, I don't know if this party is the right way to do it. What kind of parties are you guys actually using to fight this boss? Just seeing that, you know, this is a new boss experience as a solo fight for me. I haven't taken any time to really understand what kind of combinations would be best for it. Get Shouts burst going again. Oh god, come on with this.
Take it easy.
The road to redemption.
Here.
Well, I should be able to waste this one fast
Quietly
enough.
now.
I got Yelan. Get out of my face, dude.
Boring. Useless. Lament. Here. Here.
Alright, well, kind of rounded him out well enough once I actually killed off one of his shields, so it wasn't a big deal at that point. Yeah, actually, I will replenish with one of those for that, because I still need some to 80-90 Baiju, so I will take that. Not a great helmet. Alright, continuing. Multi-elemental Dendro is a must to break the shields. Interesting. Bottom with your usual team, Nahida, Fischl, Klee, and Barbara. Interesting. Diluc, Kokomi, Zhongli, and Zhao. Huh. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't feel like Dendro is a must for these bosses, just because they have very much not made Dendro like a you have to use this for things kind of mechanic yet. And I didn't have a Dendro in this party at all, and I did get through it, but maybe it wasn't fast. I don't know. I will have to try some of the Dendro team comps. I'm still trying to make myself like Dendro, guys. Like, I still don't really enjoy Dendro comps. It's not to say that I don't think that some of them can be very good, because they absolutely can. I just don't enjoy delayed damage mechanics very much. It's you know, it's kind of like bursty dot mechanics, and they just aren't fun for me. I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing, you know. And like, I know that it's also weird because I've been using Nahida today, but yeah, it's just kind of how I feel about it. I enjoy more direct application damage comps, you know. We'll say vaporize or just like mono electro with my Raiden, or overload, or even freeze comps or physical comps are a lot of fun to me. It's okay, Dendro not for everyone. Yeah, I definitely agree with that as a statement. Yeah, why are you far away from that? Get it. Okay, there you go.
I could make a tidy sum selling some of this.
Is there anything else there? No. Okay. Nahida was the reason I like Dendro. I do think that Nahida has significantly enabled Dendro, but I will say that Baiju makes me enjoy Dendro a little bit more as well, because I was able to pair, you know, Baiju with Alhaitham, and he made Alhaitham more fun for me. Is there another cave here? What's going on? Everything is telling me to go here, go there. All right, continue on. All right, let's see what's going on over here. Oh, there's a Dendroculus up there. I went to a cutscene first, so never mind. Megaloman. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. Whoa, the crystal here looks like... Could this be one of those we've seen before? How did it get trapped here? Yeah, it does look to be one, because it's got, you know, the big screw on the top. So you call these children of ancient dragon the Waynut, whatever you say. I don't know. Only having Kale and Tanari was suffering. Agreed. Yo, that was not great. Like, honestly, like, I have come to slightly appreciate the kind of damage that Tainari can put out flat, but I don't find him particularly fun as like a Dendro reactions character. But then again, I don't really find Dendro reactions that much fun in the first place. Still, it does not have a sinful form. Perhaps it was merely unlucky to have been caught in the crossfire and sealed here. Well, maybe it's a good thing it's been sealed here. If not, it might just pop out of the ground and swallow us all in one go. I don't think you'd be very good to eat, Paimon. Paimon's not sure how to feel about that. I mean, we've been carrying around as emergency food for 2.5 years already anyway. But is it also Or is it not also said that even constant companions would fail to notice if the other was spirited away by a sprite? These stories are quite common too, yes? What are you talking about? The traveler would never do that. It's just more on breaking the hydro and electro shields. Animo helps too. Yeah, I did notice that Zhao seemed effective there. I think also Wanderer would probably be good there too. Maybe I'll try him next time because he does a lot of damage as well. My Zhao is not bad. I would like to continue tweaking him though. I don't even remember what all my skills are at on my Zhao now that I'm thinking about it. You know what? Hang on. Now, the reason why I went with a Dia focused or my Mona team today is because I wanted a great sword character in my party, just so that I could I'd have some more options. But here's what I'm gonna change this to just like a weird traveling team, and now I can still handle that. I don't have to worry about it. But let's see, because this is still not really an ideal, like properly enabled Zhao. I would have Farazan here. Let me see something. Talents. 9, 6, 10. Yeah, I didn't think I was done with him yet. I actually do have some of the items I needed to continue improving here. Let's do that. I actually have been meaning to getting around to 10ing his normals. Just because that's a pretty important skill, I think, to 10 with Zhao. Oh, there's one of these here. I don't know. Maybe I hang on. Oh, I'm gonna put Farazan back. I don't necessarily want. No, for traveling purpose. You know what? I'm fine. I don't need Farazan. I have Bennett here right now. It'll be fine. I'm like obsessing. It's more on just breaking. Okay, I already read that. Curse fact: I can't use Prime to sub here until next week. That's weird. But I appreciate, again, like others who mentioned it earlier, I appreciate the thought behind it. Awaken the residual pari in the Fravashi trees. Look for some residential things. What? All right. So, please help me bring whoever's been left behind here. That's what he said. Okay. Got distracted and then didn't read it.
Next on the agenda.
He's not talking about the other little green guys around here, is he? I kind of doubt it. Or maybe he's talking about. Oh God, I keep hitting my my camera with the.
We're way behind schedule.
Let's see. Maybe he meant up here, possibly. Because I do see that there's another one on the map up here. No, doesn't look like it.
Gather.
Yeah, maybe he is talking about these other green screens. I don't know. There's a lot of them here. This is possible.
Rise.
Okay. Collect the green things. Okay, so I wasn't crazy. Oh, I'm doing this the hard way, aren't I? I don't even think you can collect them that way. Yeah. I was doing it the hard way. Alright. I'm over here climbing everything unnecessarily, and all I had to do was just switch to Sorush because I'm just not really used to doing it that way yet. Okay. Now that I got those, let's go over here and turn them in. And finally, can take a break. Alright, cool. Free chest for me.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
As you say. Man, just snuggling your Altus true form plush.
Solidify.
No touching.
Alright, let's get these things out of here. You know, it would be better if I had a Hydro character in this
Next
team.
on the
It's
agenda.
not really an ideal team for enabling Zhao, really.
There's nothing
It
wrong
should
with
not have
breaking a
gone you. It
reward
should
every
have
now and then.
Farazan or somebody else. It should have, like, an element that pairs off well, and then also Farazan.
Gather.
Like Singchu or somebody like that, I think would work better for it. You know what? No, because I need, like I said, I need somebody who can break rocks while I'm here, and I don't want to have to keep digging into my roster to break rocks. And obviously, Zhongli is great at breaking rocks. All right, continuing then. This is really just kind of a travel comp. Okay. What's up, guys?
Solidify.
Born of icy.
Teamwork is strict.
There it is.
Evil conquering.
Probably overkill. Don't care. There it is.
Worthless.
Later, dude. God dang it.
If it's useful, I'll take it.
Okay. Seems like there's another one of those trees around here, just up above. Maybe? I don't know. It looks like the rooting is above, but there's another root down here as well. I'm betting this is where the tree is. Yep, it is. Well then. I keep getting distracted by these things. Help me, everyone. I don't think that we've met yet before. Are you a Yasnapti? If you could, would you mind bringing me all the Udambara... Oh, God. Udambara pistols. It would bloom from where it cannot bloom. Okay. I don't know what those are. Bring the Udambara to the residual. Okay. It's not these, is it? I haven't even read what these are. Hang on.
Gather.
No. I was like, I don't think that's a pistol part of the plant. Okay. I just have to be sure at this point. What's going on with this rock? All right, nothing special. You have to come back later for those when the pistols are collected in the swamp. Okay, noted then. I will continue onward. Appreciate the heads up on that. That will stop me from wasting any additional time on it. Yep, a little too low. Oh, actually, this one says it's like blocked or something. Yeah, do the block and increase the power. Okay. Never mind then. Can't do that one yet either. Is it somewhat related to this thing or something? As a form of fireworks contain the same power that will stick to your characters once picked up and affect nearby gray crystals. You can also put a firework down to unleash its power. All right. Is it like this or something? Hang on, I'm just curious. That actually is what you... Wow. So you kind of have to, like, teamwork that one. It's rather involved. I did that backwards. Did it put it back down over here? It totally did. Come on. Kind of seems like it doesn't quite reach, does it? Because I think it's... Oh, come on, man. Some of the cover emotes you've seen move around like seals, whereas this one is deployable. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Swap back. I'm guessing it just went right back down. Probably need to bring it up a little bit. I keep doing that backwards. Ugh. Yes. Now I can do it. I'm assuming there was only the 3, right? Or did I just not do this fast enough? Did I don't think I got anything. So either there's another one or I didn't do it fast enough. All right, I'm not going to do this one right now. I'm going to keep moving because I just don't feel like continuing to deal with it right now. I need to keep on to the quest because I got to finish that event or start the event. Just like Nasihuna said, the defiled energy is oozing out from a huge gap. Looks like the large tree stump down there too. The energy coming from it. Paimon doesn't know who or what it is. Well, let's go over there and have a look. Okay. So now we're into the section of the map I have not yet unlocked. What is this thing? I'm gonna assume something you interact with. So, yep. Oh, go down. Huh. Alright. That's kind of cool. What was the reward, though? I don't see a reward. Did I get a reward? And I just overlooked it? I don't know. Alright. I don't know. Go pick on all these guys real quick.
I will have order.
You sure will.
No touching.
This guy just won't stop dancing. Alright. Oh.
Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract.
Something like that. You collect the last item? What last item? And I don't know what that's in reference to. Alright. We'll keep moving for now. I'll figure it out later. God, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of chests and stuff for me to go pick up around here. Yeah, there's another one of the trees over there. Don't be distracted. Don't be distracted. Just go. Just go. Alright. Another one here.
Useless.
Get out of here. I'm going to assume I'm supposed to do this with this one to get across or something. Did I not get it? What? Okay, there it is. I don't know. I mean, I saw that it created one of the things that I can, you know, kind of grab off to here. Which, there's the teleporter over there, so I'm going to definitely go to that. This area is cool. They're world designers, man. They never cease to impress. They really don't. Alright.
Boring. Useless. Boring.
Alright, let's get this Statue of the Seven unlocked. So I get the other part of the map. Nice. Alright, finally. Now the part of the map is no longer invisible. Alright, finally. God, it only took me 5.5 weeks. I just did not have time to deal with it until now. Alright, back down to the next part, because I assume I still can't do this yet. Nope. Alright, let's see. Down there, looks like. Oh, I can do that from any height, which, yeah, doesn't really matter.
Access denied.
Stabilize.
Useless.
Alright, well, they're gone. And one of these guys.
Everybody stand back!
Lament. Worthless. Here. Worthless.
There we go.
Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern.
Alright, so
Gather.
continuing along. Is this even where I was supposed to go? Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Is it in here? I am thinking maybe I was supposed to go back up then, because I'm not seeing the right spot here. Let me just teleport back over here. We'll see. Yeah, in fact, there's just a marker on it. Dorp. Right. Hey. Up. And of course. Paimon didn't think there'd be such a huge patch of green on the other side of the mountain. We were just in the desert too. How strange. Impressive, is it not? It is our homeland after all. The homeland of the Pari, so there'll be lots of other people like you here, right? You know what? Paimon's not keen on going. Should you not be excited beyond words? And the big tree stump over there looks like it's holding off the stuff oozing out of that big hole. That is the... Oh my god. Harvest... Oh my god. Harvisptakum. Oh my god, some of these words. The sacred form from the god, or the sacred form of the god that has granted us Pari life. It is not just some large stump. That's a god? Well, we've seen other gods, but this is the first time we've seen one looking like that. That is because our god cannot be considered alive. 500 years ago, our great god gave all to quell the power of the disaster afflicting this place. But she was stained with corruption and could not be reborn in a pure plane. Thus, her divine consciousness continues to wander the mortal one. Our great god left us with the sanctified Amrita, and the Lord of Verdure caused the harvest, oh my god, Harvisptaktum, oh my god, to flow from that, thus anchoring our god to this realm. The Vorokasha oasis has been nourished by the Amrita, and even the Kavarena that defends this earth gains its unending power by the grace of Amrita. But this god of yours doesn't look too well. She's been trying to hold out against the stuff coming out of that hole this entire time. Her power maintains the seal over the dark hollow. I fear that the emergence of this sign is due to the attraction of that evil power. If it were not for the presence of the... Oh god, I can't say that word again. The defilement surging forth from that hollow would have infected the entire world. But it is also due to performing this duty that the tree has deteriorated so much. I do not believe that I could ever bear to be reduced to such a state. That is why I must leave a legacy of heroism behind for all to remember before it does happen. Well, never mind that first part. Let's go look for this Zirvan person, shall we? If we get that chaplet and fix the sky real quick, that might make your god feel all better too. Hey, Tangy, how's it going? Welcome back. Yeah, the music here was nice. It kind of stopped after the cutscene, but yeah, I liked it. It's only like the third one of those I found here. I think I need like 2 or 3 more yet, so that I can get the next to level 9 on the thing here. Did I hit the wrong? It's right. Yeah, I need 3 more. Oh, I need to go turn these in. All right. Continuing towards the quest. Are you on time? Feels like you're 2 hours late. Yeah, about. Yeah, we're a minute 54 in. It's all good. No worries, man. There's not really a late for a stream anyway. And you know what they say, better late than never, right? Let me go ahead and knock out this trial real quick. Collect 11 dendral particles within 40 seconds. And 11. Cool. And it took me not too far off the route here. If I said minute, I meant... I thought I just said 154 in, but... I don't know. Hour 54. That's where we are. Oh, there's another Dendroculus right there. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. Yeah. I need to come up from the other side, looks like. Yeah, I do like the music here. It's nice. I could definitely see, you know, making a stream opener out of this music and some locations here. Seems like something I would do.
Boring.
Kind of a sucker for some of the softer themes that they've made throughout the game. Not to say I don't love some of the more like harsh driving ones like Scaramouche's theme and stuff. And all of the Trounce domains, really, those themes are all complete bangers. All right. What do we got here? Hello, Zirvan. Zirvan looks cool. Well, if it isn't Sarush, such a rare guest. Has been a while, Elder Zirvan. Elder, well, if you can call me that, then you should follow Pari norms and cease consorting with those humans whose hearts are heavy with their ulterior motives. I haven't gone against our norms. I have only made contact with humanity to find a way to extinguish the sky fire, just as the divine bird did. And is that why you have learned all that claptrap about sacrifice from the humans? We Pari care nothing for such foolishness. Isn't it our duty as Pari to sacrifice ourselves in the battle against the defiling impurity? Await the call of destiny, Sarush. Only humans rush in blindly. This destiny you speak of is a nebulous thing. I cannot simply be expected to sit and wait for it. And that is precisely the danger. The chaplet you seek contains the highest authority over Cavarena. In giving it to you, I may as well be handing the power of Cavarena over to those untrustworthy humans. Can't you just have more faith in me, Elder? Ah, you too. Looks like we're being left out here, aren't we? Also, it seems like Sarush loses that cocky attitude of hers in front of Zirvan, huh? She's probably just fond of weird roleplay. What? Perhaps she has other hidden faucets to her person. That's a scary thought. Well then, little ones. You came with Sarush, yes? Yes, this is not a place that ordinary humans may visit lightly. Let me see. Well, you certainly aren't from the order of skeptics. You seem to be outlanders, in fact. Well, in matters of courtesy, I suppose you two shall introduce yourselves first. I don't ask humans for their names often, you know. Paimon's Paimon, and he's the traveler. Adventurers? What? The adventurers who shuttle across Tivat. I am Sarush's Yaznapti. How interesting. She might have had a little misunderstanding somewhere, though. This is the forbidden land of Pari, the paradise nourished by Amrita, the shrine at which... God, I can't stop yawning today. Is freaking... I need some caffeine, you guys. Like, proper caffeine. This tea just did not do the trick. Only heroes who have forged bonds with Pari and pilgrims who have come to genuflect before our god may enter. I shall take it you are Sarush's companions, then. It has been several hundred years since humans last visited our Sea of Flowers. That said, aren't there a ton of skeptics living outside in the desert? Don't they know how to enter this place? I shall not permit such discourteous folk to enter our hidden realm. In the past, we Pari did indeed fight alongside their ancestors. We even lived here together. But many years have passed in the folly, and folly has grown strong amongst them. Even the traditional rites have become utterly forgotten. None living amongst them now can forge a laupa with a Pari. They should have been the ones to conduct the rite of Abzor for the tree that suppresses the dark hollow, thus cleansing it of the filth that stained it. Yes, the deterioration of the tree cannot be avoided, but if they had not neglected the rite and caused the seal to weaken, this terrifying sign would never have reappeared so soon. But human tradition is unreliable in this fashion. Compared to them, you Outlanders, blank slates as you are, certainly seem more dependable. Paimon's not sure if you're actually praising us or not, but we're here to... I would guess you're here about the sign in the sky. I doubt that anyone would notice our little nook if not for this great crisis. Well, we were commissioned to deal with this large hole, yeah. Oh my, so it is as guessed. It seems that even after so long, the short-lived race is as short-sighted as ever. Still, if it were not that way, would you even need a Pari to act on your behalf? Looks like Pari are pretty nasty as a whole. Yeah, it seems like they're a little full of themselves for sure. Regardless, since human heroes have again graced our secret garden, it seems the gears of destiny have begun to turn once more. And you seem to be an interesting human too. That takes me back. Once upon a time, I too traveled alongside humans as curious as you to quell a calamity. Perhaps you really might equal their great deeds. Well then, it's decided. I shall give you a chance. The two of you certainly seem more trustworthy than those blind and foolish skeptics. Elder, shouldn't you put your trust in me instead? As for that, you do know where Rosnu and Mihir are, right? Go bring them here. They should still be enjoying their beauty sleep right now. This will serve as proof of your trustworthiness, and I will be able to give the chaplet to you. Oh, Paimon knows. This is the kind of seal that everyone needs to get together to break. And then we can get the chaplet, right? Ah, such impoverished imagination. Rude. The chaplet can be given to you at any time, but to solve the issue of the sign of Aposha, we will need their strength. Sarush alone will not be able to open the path through the dark hollow, not even with the chaplet. This perhaps is another example of the rule of 3. Paimon doesn't really know what you're saying, but as long as we can get the chaplet, it's fine. Indeed, Historia, Paimon, and do help Sarush out, alright? I don't need help. You're not very honest, Sarush, but since your elders said so, guess you've just got to listen to us. Interesting. Okay, so I get the chaplet, and then I get the event. Good. I will be right back. 2 seconds. Actually, hang on. I'm just noticing there was text, and if not, they're still... Okay. Interesting. Okay. I almost missed that text. I'll be right back.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me. Those memories, so dark. Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
All right, you guys all just sitting here listening to Xiao complain, huh? All right. Val's just chilling with the fairies. Nothing odd. Yeah, not even a little. All right, let's see something. Interesting. So, yeah, there's the quick start, but let's see. Well, if it isn't Sarush and Yasnapti, my even Paimon's here. What do you mean even? That's offensive. From the looks on your faces, you found something interesting, haven't you? Paimon's not sure if interesting is the right word. You tell Zirvan about the Fravashi tree. Now, where should I begin? What you just described is indeed a Fravashi tree that Apari has transformed into, but as for what resides within such trees, I believe it is more accurate to call them fragmented memories than residual pari. It It is quite akin, in fact, to that plume of purifying light you obtain, which contains memories that cannot return to the earth. Not return to the earth. That sounds familiar. Paimon remembers that Baija we received in the forest. It was created from Aranara memories, wasn't it? Aranara, so you know about those carefree creatures. That makes things much easier to explain then. Unlike us, the Aranara are born from the land. We are born from the Varakasha oasis, and we shall return there eventually. The god safeguarding this place is rejected by the time flowing throughout this land, and so are we. That said, this is also what we wish for. After all, it is our purpose to keep the defilement from flowing into the land along with us. And in the Amrita pool, we get to wash off whatever filthiness that once tainted us. By offering that plume of purifying light to the Amrita pool, we will enable the Pari to return to the Varukasha oasis once again. And that means we did a good deed this time, right? You grow ever so haughty, pale floater, as if this were not all thanks to my great power. Uppity thing. Well, you're pretty amazing too, Sarush. That's more like it, though I need no compliments from you, so long as my Yasnapti is present. Yasnapati. Now that you're more or less accepted the title, it indeed makes you the perfect candidate for the ritual. In ancient times, the human warriors who walked with Pari would hold a ritual of purification for the Pari scattered in the desert, so as to bring them back to the Varukasha oasis. And those who have established a special bond with the Pari have been addressed as Yasnapati ever since. Well, that's entirely different from what Sarush told us. Is that so? Well, she was bound to get something right by luck eventually. As for you, Yasnapati, you now shoulder the responsibility to help the Pari that have not yet returned. Or have to yet return. If you encounter other Fravashi trees, please bring the plumes of purifying light they have formed back to the Varakasha oasis. Don't worry. We'd help them even if you didn't ask. Okay. So about the sign, about the Pari. Okay, it's all right. Okay. Dang, these ads and hi. Hey, Aether, what's up, bud? Popping in to say what's up and see you in the evening stream, bud. Have a good one. Hey, I appreciate it. All right, let's get into... Oh, there's a bunch of them in here, huh? I wonder if you can only talk to them with... That one's, like, little. It's really small compared to Sarush. Or at least while you're in that mode. Never mind, it's about the same size in this mode. Weird. Actually, it might be bigger than Sarush in this mode. Yeah, it is. Awkward. Why can't I talk to you? I guess maybe like when you rescued the other ones. Like this looks a lot like one of the ones I seem to have rescued earlier. So I don't know. I'm just lost now. All right, go to the hills of Barsum to search for Rashnu. So actually, I kinda circumvent the ads using Opera GX's video pop out. You can only talk to the named part. Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, White Konako. Yeah, I mean, listen, like Nahida has elf ears, right? Like that, like it does, but fairy spirits and all that stuff. Like, yeah, I mean, initially everybody was thinking that she was like maybe originated from maybe the same race that Klee is, because we really don't have many characters with pointed ears. Pretty much just Klee and Layla and Nahida, obviously. So we're not really
will sooner die again.
You really can't be blamed for those confusions, really, at least without the context of, you know, the other aspects of the character's lore and stuff to kind of make you see where they kind of were going with it. All right, so I think I need to go this way. Well, so I noticed that it did have like quick start on there. So maybe I should just do that. Am I anywhere near any kind of a big revelation in the quest or anything? I saw some people talking about being excited for me to get to something. Like, is there something I'm supposed to get to around here? Or should I just like fast start the event now that I'm here? Yeah, it's quite a bit further up to the north for the next part. But it does look like... Hang on. Let me see something. Yeah. Looks like that quest is just done, right? Complete the quest Awakening's Real Sound to unlock. I mean, I am so confused. I mean, I can do the quick start, and then I don't have to deal with, like, the prerequisite quest stuff. So there is that. And it did take me 2 hours to get here. Once you do Rashu, New, and Mir's quest, you'll get the chaplet, and the event unlocks naturally. From the point I'm at right now, how long does that take? Because that's what's going to determine how I handle this. But I'm guessing that's the 2 quests that I have, right? Probably. Here and Rashu, yeah. This one's actually closer of the 2. Besides popcorn to Warpaint. This I don't know. Assuming you don't get too distracted by puzzles and stuff, then maybe an hour, hour and a half. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to do quick start, I think. God. You know, I can just continue with the quest for now. Like, I was only planning on being on the stream until around noon anyways, so I can just try to see how far in I can get. And I can just work on the event, you know, later today or something when I have some time. Those ones just, like, straight flew away from me. Rude.
Quake!
Come here, Seely. I'm here. No? Okay, you're one of those. One of the ones that, like, I guess without getting all of those spirits or something, I don't know, you just can't interact with this one. Well, I don't want to get too distracted. I'm just going to leave for now. It's not going anywhere. Oh, I see. There was a timer once you got to it. I see. Interesting. I didn't even recognize that there was a timer. Didn't really make that clear right away. All right. Well, there's another Dendroculus up there. I am definitely gonna go snatch that. Ooh, give me these. Nice. Still have to work on these quests. Yeah, I'm right there with you, obviously. I haven't even finished this this Irish event. I've been busy with real life and also got sick for a week. That sucks. Get well soon, hopefully. That's rough. The event story itself takes roughly 30 to 45 minutes. Okay, yeah, I mean, I have to have it done, like, soon, obviously, because it expires in, like, a day and a half, so. Alright, I think I need one more Dendroculus to get the level 9 upgrade on my Statue of the Seven here. And at some point, I'm going to have to go digging around all of the other Dendroculus around here so that I can just finally level 10 that thing. I assume that, like, you can get enough of them to 10 it now. I want to save this world quest for 3.7, and then they made it an event. Oof. Any particular reason you wanted to save it for 3.7? Okay. Oh, did not mean to do that, actually. That's going to hurt a little. Could have done that with Xiao if that was my intent, because that would have done 0 damage to Xiao. It's fine. The hell kind of thing is that? Okay. Are you sure we're going the right way, Suresh? Stop making such disgraceful noises. Would I lead you wrong? Pale floater. You could stand to learn from our Yasnapati and his unflinching calm. To be honest, I am somewhat nervous on the inside. It is just a fluorescent purple mist. Okay. But don't you find that pretty suspicious already? Paimon can tell you how dangerous it is just by looking. Such trivial trials. They pale in comparison to the sacrifice that I must offer up later. I misspeak, you, pale floater, are not as bold as my Yasnapati, but perhaps one may consider retreating as the slightest sign of danger a wise choice. Okay, Star Rail and no new area 3.7, so timing wise made sense, huh? All right, that's right. Historia's in charge of being brave, while Paimon's in charge of being smart. That's why we make the best of buddies, after all. Nice going. All right, Paimon thinks that was a good region too. But I did not give you your title for not Yasnapati. Do give praise unto my brave more pray, into my bravery more pray. Well, Paimon's known Paimon longer, or travelers know Paimon longer. When he's not being your Yasnapati, there's nothing wrong with him sparing some time to praise Paimon. Was worried about being able to complete all content and get to 3.6, hunting at Honkai 3rd, 6.5, and Star Rail 1.0 within the 6 weeks. I'm astounded I pulled it off. Yeah, I got nowhere close. I haven't even started Star Rail, so there's probably stuff that I've missed, but yeah. My great work is not for the present, but the future. Still, at this very moment, you are being given the privilege to witness where it all begins. Well, if you say so. Speaking of which, we're here to find Mihir, that foolish familiar of thorns. He must be suffering right now. Wait, is she trapped in there? Then we've got to go save her. The power of the purple mist beneath us shares a source with the demons of Dev. Mihir's task should have been to keep such wicked powers from running rampant upon this earth. Under the sign of Apalcha, the powers of the two forces warring here ebb and flow. We Bari should be dauntless, willing to fight till we ourselves are torn to shreds. But Mihir, I shouldn't wonder if she searches for some way to protect herself even now, conducting some loathsome struggle. Aren't you allies? Are you really going to leave a fellow Pari to her fate like that? Cold-hearted little Pari. Paimon can't tell if you're genuinely scolding her or not. It is no difficult matter. Saving me here, perhaps I might even call it trivial, but we Pari each have our mission, and we also have different ideals. We she must have found some position equal in seclusion and defensibility before using a gray gate to seal both the demons and herself in. If she could still move freely, she would like that Kafarena, or she would be like that Kafarena, begging for aid and prostrating herself before all and sundry to earn pity. Can Kafarena even prostrate themselves? Maybe, if they try hard enough. Or maybe if they try. You plebeians missed the point. All the same, the state of this place tells me that she shall not hold out long by herself. How pitiful. What a horrible sight. To be as Mihir is, corroded by filth, falling from a spotless to a sinful state, yet desperate to preserve herself, had the elder not bade me come. So after all that, you do care. Hardly. I merely wish to see if that useless fool has any regrets or not. If she turns back to us and accepts our aid, then perhaps I shall spare her a moment or two. After all, the flower, the star of the songs of praise, shall seem less radiant if the green leaves are not there to serve as its foil. The following labor shall be little, but it is still a radiant shard. Yasnapati mine, record it down with a reverent heart, and use this mote of shattered light to grace your mighty hymn. We can talk about the less important stuff later, Sarush. Let's figure out how to disperse that purple mist first. Less important, you say? Well, be it. Mihir's sinful form renders her unable to fulfill her duty, but the thorns remain. So long as I lend them some of my strength, it shall only take a brief moment to scatter this purple smoke. As for the downward path, let us follow that wandering Kavarena we just saw. Well, if Sarush is so sure, let's try getting closer then. You feel uncomfortable, then hold your breath. Well, Paimon isn't all that good at doing that herself, so you'd better make it quick, Sarush. Underestimate me not, pale floater. Pale floater. Maybe you'll even try to play Tears of the Kingdom out. Yeah, that's the one that I've been trying to balance everything in with, like, my already lack of time right now. Swamp is a perennial target of corrupted forces and is blanketed by dangerous purple mist. Sarush can use her power to awaken the power of the Kafarina that flows within the thorny branches. After using this power to disperse the purple mist, the manifestation of defilement within will make itself known. The defiled entities that lie concealed within the bog are the source of the purple mist. Not only by destroying them can the mist be parted. Normal attacks do not work against them, and only the power of the Nirada fruits can completely purify them. All right, well, hang on. Before I do this, I am going to swap my team. I just feel like swapping my team. Almost at 700 achievements. Nice. Oh, actually, I have more. All right. I don't know. This team is boring. It's not. It's okay. It's just I don't feel like using that team anymore. Let's build a Eula team.
Ready for reconnaissance.
It's been too long.
Ready for anything.
Official usually. Where you at, Fish? There you are.
The threads of your fate lie in my hands.
And okay, let's see. Who do I want to kind of tie it up here? I feel like usually another cryo just to give me like either battery effects or additional stats. So like Rosaria is usually a good pick for kind of tying this team up the rest of the way. There she is. I'd probably bring Mika, but I haven't finished building him yet. I gotta do that. Thankful that 3.6 is where we wrap up the Sumeru stuff, and we have a quiet patch in a few days. Yeah, honestly, I'm not upset about 3.7 being a little lighter either, because I need to catch up, man. I do. I have a lot to catch up on. I wonder if I need to be... Why did it stop? Awaken the power of the covering and disperse the purple mist. Mere matter is nothing to worry about, though it is not in accordance. Oh, God, why was that text so short? Interesting. Defeat all the defiled entities in the swamp. Okay. I'm assuming that I need to be to swap. Oh, okay. No. You have to stay on her, I guess. All right. I immediately ruined everything. All right, let's go back. Okay. Something's coming out of the purple mists. Like, am I supposed to like get him with her? What's going on with this? I guess you use that to do it? I don't know. Like, I'm gonna guess that I'm supposed to go after these purple things then. What are you supposed to do with this crap? Massive confusion ensues. Do it this way again? I don't know. I'm lost right now. Like, collect... Oh, the fruits. I see. I can read. Yeah. Maybe reading the instructions would help. That's right. You have to do that with your character, though. Oh. Cool. God dang it. This is weird. Like, not to, like, stage a complaint or anything, but does anybody feel like occasionally the world quests, like, they have too many new mechanics, or, like, things just have kind of, like, more mechanics than you would think, like, natural? And so, like, it just causes, like, weird moments of, like, what the hell am I supposed to do right now? All right, I'm gonna see if leaving her in the guard state, which should in theory work. Now I can go and get the things. I don't know. Actually, aren't you supposed to get those with her? I thought you were supposed to get those with her. Yes. All right. Because that gives you, like, the little bomb things. There we go. I don't think you can hit that one yet, but I'll hit it anyway. Yeah, there we go. That was... I don't know. Figuring these things out is so weird. Like, I can sit around and, you know, figure out what's going on in the story real quick, but sometimes these mechanics things, they just don't click. All right. Guess I didn't really mean to leave her up there, but that's fine. All right. Push it on. Tevada, have I checked out Honkai Star Rail? No, I haven't yet, but I'm gonna be doing another stream this evening at 9 p.m. Eastern, and starting Star Rail tonight. So finally, I've heard good things. I've really not heard anything bad about it, other than it still being gacha. So that's bound to create some animosity. We'll say. Am I supposed to do it like this? What am I supposed to do? I don't even know. Awaken purple, or the power of covering and disperse the purple mist. Like what? Here first, maybe? I don't understand. All right, we'll try it with the hold then. I don't know. I'm just lost now. What? Like, I'm gonna guess that, like, you don't do this. So, what? What the hell are you supposed to do with this? I don't understand. I am confused. What the hell? Well, there's one of these things here. Awaken the residual power in the blah 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 blah. Well, I guess I can do that as a side thing. Oh, I pushed the wrong damn button. Yeah, because this is definitely unrelated to that. I'm gonna do it anyway. Because that's a thing I can do. God. Alright. Finally, at long last, bring me the stamens of that flower. You know what I'm talking about, right? I don't know how to face them. If I return without any Undambara, you're my only hope now. Okay. Bring the other... Oh, God, is this another one of the... Yeah, this is a different one. Okay, well.
More speed.
So much for that, then. So, like... What the hell? Is there... Oh, I see. Hello. And then there should be one of these. All right, so just more of the same thing from the last one. I'm just making too much of it. Like, I'm like partially expecting totally different mechanics between each one of these, and like, okay. All right, let's see. Let's go find her. All we need to do is follow the Caverina, right? Yeah, well, about that. Man, I need some caffeine. All right. Why does it feel like Soros is kind of unhappy? Well, it might be because, Soros just seems like an unhappy person. But, I don't know. I like the music here. Okay. What is going on in here? Looks like I walked away from wherever I was supposed to be anyways. So, I'm gonna go back. What is my energy drink of choice? I generally don't stray much from Celsius. For years, I drank. For years,
activity in the area.
Eula, be quiet. For years, I did. Oh no, that's because that's a different quest. That's why. I am still on this, right? I think so. Trees or shelters from the residual power you are enabled to... hang on. It was... this one? Hang on, one of these two was the one I was on, right? I think it was this one. Okay, so I was going the right way the first time. Okay. But yeah, for years I did like Monster and stuff like that. But I only did the 0 sugar ones. I don't like drinking all like these full sugar drinks. But that's one of the reasons why I swapped over to Celsius. If I'm honest, like with the Monsters, I always end up feeling really bad afterwards. But Celsius doesn't really do that to me, so I usually drink Celsius. To me, it's not about the quantity with Celsius, because yeah, they're like 2 or 250 depending on where you get them. It's not about the quantity of the energy drink, it's about the caffeine content. And to me, Celsius, it has the same 200 milligram caffeine content that a Monster has, so it you know, it's enough to keep me cooking. And you know, I spent the last 6 years working as an, you know, like I can talk about it now, but I spent the last, I'm no longer in contract to do it. So, you know, if you've been to some of my old my older streams back when I was still in contract for my previous job, I was enlisted U.S. Air Force, working as an air traffic controller for the last 6 years. So as you might imagine, if you're an air traffic controller, you need to have a lot of energy to do that job. So you cannot be tired if you don't want to kill somebody. So yeah, I kind of ended up hooked on energy drinks, and I mean, I drank energy drinks occasionally even before I was doing that, but it was just one of those things. And now I kind of get headaches, really bad headaches, if I don't have caffeine. So wait, is that me here? Is she stuck? Seems like the purple mist has already made it all the way down here. What do we do now, Suresh? Can we just do what we did earlier? You know, give some of your power to the thorns and free her? Why, of course, I shall save her. After all, she does seem so very piteous, infested with corruption, and helpless as she is. This isn't the best time to throw shade on her. Agreed. I've got to save her, and quick. Yet I have not heard her repent. I shall hear her repudiation of her obduracy and her supplication for my aid. Come on. Are you serious? We don't have time for that kind of talk. Paimon thought you were just speaking in anger. Oh, valiant, dauntless lady Suresh, we implore thee. Lovely, invincible lady Suresh, shall ye not hear my counsel? You sure that's gonna work? Yeah, you give her compliments and she does what you say. Well then, if you, too, say so, my Yaznapati, or however you say that, because I have no freaking clue. After all, fulfilling your wishes once in a while is indeed worth purview of one so exalted as I. Seriously, Paimon wishes you'd listen to her too, Suresh. But yeah, I just to circle back on the whole air traffic control thing. So I am no longer in contract and enlisted with the USA Air Force. You know, it's not for everybody. I figured out pretty quick that being in the military was really not something for me. I just really didn't enjoy that life.
Share the same cultural heritage,
and plus the potential of getting
had enough sense.
The potential of getting, you know, deployed off to, you know, God knows where for long periods of time. Just, it wasn't for me. I just didn't enjoy that life. But I'm still in a transportation safety oriented position now. In what I'm doing, it's just not air traffic anymore. I appreciate you, Konako, on that. But yeah, it was something. It was something for sure. Find a way to disperse the purple mist and save me here. All right, so I'm gonna assume it's just more of the same. Yeah. All right. Oh, hey, enemies. Gonna assume you have to do this so you can go back and not get poisoned by all the things and stop the challenge. Ooh. Let's get that attack speed buff real quick.
Judgment. Yeah. I summon crush. Yeah.
Let me go ahead and finish off all these hilly curls so they leave me alone. Get out of here. Of course, I walked straight ass into that bubble.
You can't run.
Get out of here with your garbage.
Shudder. Yeah. Rack and ruin.
Alright. Talk to him here. Who I think was on the other side of the rock. Just never misses an opportunity to slander people. It seems that way, doesn't it? Oh, Mahir is cool looking. Oh, does Mahir have two different colored eyes? Like, I noticed she has like a scar or something on her eyes. So I don't know if that's why. Interesting. Awesome. Are you alright, Mahir? Let's see if Mahir's a jerk too. Well, I suppose she is alive, if barely, and covered in sin, and weakened to the extent that she may only defend herself. All thanks to you, great lady Suresh. Good thing we arrived early and had you with us, Suresh. Suresh, who took humans for companions? Suresh, who lost her way. So, yes. It sounds like there is some secret meaning behind her words. Do not get near her, lest the defilement that emanates from her touches you. It seems that she has not only foregone the heart of gratitude, but has lost much of her intellect, or she would not use such baseless words to reproach me. Thank you, Suresh. If not for you and your companions, I would have needed much time to gather my strength. And even then, I am unsure if I could have stood against the rising filth on my own. The sign of Aposha could be seen all too clearly, even from the bottom of the valley. But thorns can only crawl upon the ground, never to reach the sky, not even the reflection of the skies on the earth. Of course, after all, I am the one who is destined to make sacrifices and extinguish the sign. And I must add that Historia is no champion of mine, nor is Paimon. He is my Yasnapati, a willing instrument recording my great work. Search is number one Yasnapati, that's me. I would call that description a few degrees off reality. Yeah. We're companions, all right? Yeah. Just saving me here isn't enough to complete what Zirvan asked us to do, right? I see. So, you have something to request of me, Suresh. What? Have your senses gnarled into tumbleweed during your imprisonment and departed the Timur Mountains into the nameless dunes? It is by my magnanimity in not remembering past slights that my Yasnapati, however you say that, has been given leave to record your name within the hymn that sings my praises. Your sinful form, stained with defilement, should never otherwise have appeared within those stanzas. You should thank me, Mahir. If it was not for our elder, whatever. We do this to obtain the twin-horned chaplet. For that reason, you must return with me to Varuka Oasis, Varukasha, or whatever. Speaking of which, Suresh, you keep talking about stained with defilement and this sinful form that, what do you even mean? It is the duty of us familiars of the thorn to prevent defilement from spreading across the earth and guard against its corrosion. But when we battle against the demons of Dev, injury is nigh unavoidable. And if you had been shattered in battle with them, that might have been worth a song. But stained as you are, you can hardly be counted as one of us. Rude. If it were not for my coming to your rescue, you would likely have continued some pathetic struggle here, till the world forgot you and you utterly faded away. Those are the words of the human who has befriended you, Suresh. It's actually not. He is no ordinary human. He is the Nasiraya? Not Nasiraya. Oh god, Nasiraya? Oh god, I don't know. This is all bad. Of the Order of Skeptics. So that's how it is. Sounds like a matter of wounded pride. That's right. Calling someone sinful because of that? Mahir, you poor thing. To do one's duty is not a pitiable act, nor is struggling to perform that duty for a while longer shameful. Never mind the matter of our elder. I have not fallen so low as to require your judgment. Rather, it is you who should thank me for rescuing you. Come on, sir. Stop yelling at an injured person. Well, Mahir was wounded in combat, so that counts, right? It's all right, Suresh. Will understand, or she will never obtain the twin-horned chaplet from Zirvan. But, as she says, my sinful form is unacceptable in the eyes of other pari. I cannot return to the Varukasha oasis in this state. Merely perform a cleansing pilgrimage, and it will be. It will be well. A cleansing pilgrimage. Will that take a long time? Will it be dangerous? You need not be concerned as to the details of Mahir's deeds. After all, there shall be a little room for her in the praises that shall be sung of me. She knows this road well in her weak and helpless state. Were she to be attacked along the way, I doubt there will be anything left of her. Well, what Paimon's hearing is that things will be fine as long as we escort her. Don't worry, we're very experienced in this sort of thing. That is true. Oh, God, I can't stop frickin' yawning, you guys. Oh, God. I need caffeine. Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna follow Mahir. Shouldn't you help each other out at times like this? Each party has their own mission, and just like the cleansing pilgrimage, we must undertake those. Oh God, I can't stop with the yawning. Sora's just so much younger than the other Perry, so no surprise she acts like a child. Yeah, true.
Judgment! Shiver! Crush! Vengeance will be mine!
Yeah, I'm not playing with this guy. You can just go away. Eula, don't play that game. It's one of the reasons why I just went ahead and brought, you know, my Eula comp, because Eula herself can break all the rocks if I find rocks I want to break, and she does crazy damage, so whatever. There's another teleporter around here somewhere, but worry about that later. Oh, this is one of those ones you can move. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Commission accepted. Escort the transport balloon. No! Ran it along the other path as well, or encountered it. It seems that ultimately fails to serve any purpose. What? I'm gonna guess this then, maybe? Maybe I need that thing? Hang on. You seem tired. I am tired. I'm like always tired these days. Not gonna lie. Just always tired. Okay, cool. That did work. Let me keep that. Hang on. Just in case I need it. Eula being withheld like Kazuha last year makes me think we are getting a Eula lore bomb soon, but I don't know when. I hope so. I really do. I think she's a character that deserves more development. Oh, God. Ugh, with all this yawning. I'm so sorry, everyone. I can't stop with this. We're finally out of there. We can already see Harvisp Tokum. I don't know how to say this word at all. It's so bad. Oh, I'm struggling with these words big time. We can also see the sign of Aposha. We won't be able to relax till we manage to fix the crisis above us. That's true. Let's prioritize escorting Mahir on cleansing pilgrimage, or escorting Mahir on her cleansing pilgrimage so that she can regain her spotless form and return to her companion's side. I actually don't drink coffee. White Koniko. I've never been a coffee guy. It just tastes bad. We are getting Kazuha early, so no Kazuha summer event. Yeah, true. That's true. Let's prioritize escorting Mahir on our cleansing pilgrimage. Okay, I already read that. Sunny, now Sunny's yawning. I am so sorry. But isn't it awful that she's been fighting all this time, but now she's injured, she can't even go back. One who clings to life and self-protection despite being filled with such filth is unworthy of a Yasnapati's chronicle. What are you saying, Sorush? Mihir's been fighting all by herself to fulfill her mission all this time. She's been very brave. We should remember that she's done and praise, or that she's done, or what she's done, and praise her for it. Only humans require such things as courage. We Pari have no need of it. Sora speaks the truth. We Pari have known our purpose since birth. We only live to serve that purpose. We do not require remembrance. I mean, requiring and you know, all that is, you know, not necessarily needed, but it's nice. Perhaps being forgotten might even be for the best. Really? I mean, I guess you can think that way. But if the day comes when none mention us again, then surely the entire earth must have been purged of all calamity. There will be no more sacrifices to be sung of. There will be no more sufferings to be remembered. I believe that that shall be a wonderful day. Here. That day is yet distant, not before I make the sacrifice that shall extinguish the sign of Apaosha, at least. Let us not waste daylight here. We should complete the cleansing pilgrimage as soon as possible. We should not allow this preamble to delay us. So, I am the protagonist of this hymn, I alone. Thank you for walking this difficult path with me. I believe that the road shall be far smoother ahead. Would you like us to continue on together? Let's meet again later. Or let's go together. We'll meet again later. Yes, I know. You know where to find me. Yeah, we'll do it that way, because I think it'll be faster. Go to the oasis. Okay. I think I can just teleport over there, right? Yes, that will be faster. There's probably like teleporters and other stuff in the route that would have been nice to discover, but right now I'm just trying to finish these quests so that I can start the event either later today or tomorrow or something. I've got to get it done, so. Oh, just damn it. Okay, well, good to know. We're back. I guess your cleansing pilgrimage is done, huh? Here. And that means your defilement issues have been solved, right? I have indeed completed the cleansing pilgrimage, but it couldn't have been done without your aid. The wind and waters here are good, and wondrous energies cycle here. For now, there is no need to worry about the defilement. This place sure is better than that valley full of purple mist. It's definitely got that soul-purifying feeling to it. Purifying, indeed. That was easier than Paimon thought. Now Mahir's clear of this defilement. Other Pari aren't going to reject her anymore, right? You can finally take a rest after all that trouble you went through, Mahir. And Sarish is now closer to obtaining the chaplet as well. That's right, everyone wins. A fitting end for Mahir, perhaps, but not for me. My ending will not be something so ordinary, or peaceful, or as insignificant as you are, pale floater. Rude. Paimon isn't insignificant. Well, not that Paimon's very heavy or anything either. My end shall be glorious, radiant, like that of the divine bird. I shall split into infinite motes of Kavarena, cleansing the world of its impurity. That which Mahir has done cannot be compared to what I shall yet accomplish. Yet there was only one Simmer, or however you say that, and there is only one Sarish. There's no need to imitate others. There has to be a way that doesn't involve sacrifice. Paimon thinks so too. You don't have to be in such a hurry to sacrifice yourself. We can think of something else together. You speak of empty words born of witlessness. My mind is made up, my heart set. I will not be moved. Paimon does not get Sarish at all. Why does she insist on sacrificing herself to deal with the sign? And why is she so cold to Mahir? Well, the way things look right now, Mahir's the one with the deeds to her name. It looks... it's because Sarish's work is not yet complete. I'm going to go with the nicer one for Mahir. So what you're saying is that Sarish hasn't done anything yet. If you think about it, Mahir has done her best to protect the land from corruption, but Sarish... I'd say she's pretty anxious about that. Yeah, for sure. Paimon gets it now. Sarish is worried that if we praise Mahir, we won't do the same for her afterwards, so she wants to do something even greater. Is she just afraid that Mahir will steal her? Yes, she doesn't need to worry about that. We're born flatterers, aren't we, Story? Let Paimon think. Let's put 4 lines of praise for Sarish in that hymn or whatever she's always going on about, and 2 from here. That way, everyone wins. Something like that. Alright, so I got the Mahir quest done. 1 to go. I need to quickly go to achievements really fast. And then back to the quest list. And that should be this one, which is already rooted. Alright, that one's 626 meters away to the northwest. So I'm going to teleport much closer over to that. Actually, it seems like maybe this might be the... might actually just want to run based on the 2 teleporters it'll take me through, and this one looks like it's the bottom of the valley, so yeah, I'm just gonna run. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. This must be done. Oh, my camera died. Let me fix that real quick. That is really annoying. I don't know why it does that sometimes. It's probably all tied into whatever USB hub crap I'm dealing with right now. I really don't understand. Like, my system is like, you know, a good system. I really don't understand what the hell's going on. I don't know if it's a hardware thing or a software thing or what the deal is with it. I've been considering getting a new USB hub just because it's like kind of a, like I said, like a cheap solution to possibly address the problem. So we'll see. USB hubs aren't too terribly expensive usually. But I'd probably get a different model than the one that I have most of my stuff plugged into. But it needs to be one with like a detachable cable so that I can run a long cable. Because my USB hub is actually, you guys can't see it, but it's like down here under my desk on this side. And all of the stuff is then brought back to my computer that's back here. So like it's, you know, all made so that you can't see all the freaking wires running around everywhere. Because my eye twitches when I have to stare at a bunch of cables everywhere. Hey guys, TH is kind of OCD. Whoever would have guessed. Maybe USB just starting to die. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not stream techie. I mean, it's just, you know, my PC's had some weird things going on over the last few weeks with USB hassles. Just like it did yesterday, where my entire stream went down briefly because of USB issues. Like the stream was still up, but like my entire computer was non-responsive because I had no capability to run input at all. Oh, there's 2 here. I think I need 1 more so that I can turn it in and make my thing level 9. That'll be nice.
Visibility is excellent. If we head to higher ground, we can do a full recon of enemy activity in the area.
I'm gonna guess it's below that location then. It kind of seems like, you know, it's not above. I don't see it anywhere here.
Visibility is excellent.
So my camera was
If we
all
head to higher ground, we can
out of
do a
whack.
full
There we
recon of
go.
enemy activity in the area.
Where is it? Come on. You gotta be down here somewhere, right? Yep, there it is. I knew it. And that'll let me get level 9 on my, on this really quick. And then I can just teleport back over and continue running up there. So let's just go ahead and do that real quick.
Excellent. If we
Worship the statue. And offer all. Actually got 1 more than I needed. Okay, well, whatever. Getting fancier. I like it. All right. 1 last level to go. How many did it say? I didn't even look at how many, because that'll give me a good indication of how many there are left. 40. Okay, so there are 30. Well, that actually should be 40 left because you always have 1 extra. Okay. We're getting there. On the final stretch of the million Dendroculus. I think somebody like counted it. There was like 280 or something like that. There was a lot. When a root hub has lots of devices plugged into it or a high power draw devices, it can overload the root hub and cause some of those devices to disconnect. So what's been happening, because it's a powered USB hub, it does have a lot of devices plugged into it. It's actually got 7 slots and all of them are maxed. But I don't have any other options for it. Like I literally have no other hub to plug it into. I do have another USB hub that's actually underneath the computer, but literally none of the devices that I have plugged into, that I have plugged in at the moment will reach that one. Without significant like wire rerouting and all that. And I honestly, like most of the wires would be very visible at that point. So, yeah, not a lot I can do about it right now. But yeah, no, I've kind of figured that maybe it could be like an overdraw kind of situation where I've just got too many things plugged into it and it just doesn't like it. So I have to figure out like how I can divide things up a little better, so that maybe I'm putting a little less taxation on the one hub that I have underneath here. But I've also had it for years now. Oh, well, honestly, like, so that is also possible. And that's what I was thinking about, like, yesterday with, when everything went down, because, like, you know, my motherboard has a ton of USB 2 and 3 slots on the back. But when everything went down, like, I had no USB at all afterwards. Literally none of the ports on the front, none of the ports on the back, everything was out. So I had no input at all. I ended up having to just shut my computer down in order to get everything to come back, which was really irritating. And it seemed like it crashed the drivers. So, yeah. It got weird. And really, like, I really, the only other thing I can do to kind of help divide the weight is, you know, separate into like a separate, you know, separate my system into a, you know, a gaming system and a stream and capture system. It's so that, you know, I have less devices plugged in and running on one system. And while that would be super great, it is just not in the budget right now. It's just not. I got too much going on. As you guys might imagine, changing careers already makes things weird financially. And then also moving 9 hours away from where you used to live also makes things weird financially. So yeah, I don't want to I don't want to be spending money on an entirely new PC when I also just spent a bunch of money to rebuild this one.
If we
So
head to higher ground,
fortunately, I do
full
build
recon
all
of
of my
enemy
systems
activity in the
myself, which
area.
does help keep costs down. And I've been doing that for many years, but you know, you can still only get so far with it. This does not seem like it's going the direction I wanted it
speed.
to.
You can't run. Well, by royal decree, beg for mercy.
Knock these enemies out really quick.
Eye for an eye.
I did that a little early, I think. That's fine.
More speed.
Something is going.
Shudder.
Now that we're talking about USB issues, I feel like my computer just experienced one because I all of a sudden can no longer dash. Ah, cool. Hang on, let me just see about unplugging that one because sometimes that one brings that back. Ay, irritating. And yep, we're good. Yeah, I'll probably
At
be
least
wrapping
good
up the stream
luck
pretty
doesn't
soon anyways, so I'm not
discriminate by
too
clan.
worried about it. All right, we'll follow this one too. Yeah, it's a huge transition period for me. It really is. Like, things have been absolutely... Okay, well, that was the end of its route anyways, so I guess it just opened up this path. Interesting. There's some murals in here. A lot of, like... Hang on, Cory drum. These drums were created by the Order of Skeptics' ancestors. Hit them to according to a specific method to cause the elemental power within them to resound. There are 3 ways of hitting these drums. Normal attacks will create a light sound, while plunging attacks will create a heavy one. Stay still to create a pause. What? There are often drum scores near Cory drums. The scores are comprised of various leaves that are split into 3 categories: empty, half, and full, which correspond to pause, light, and heavy beats. Read the scores from left to right, top to bottom. After your performance begins, each glimmer of Cory drum represents 1 beat. Follow the score and the beat to create the corresponding drum beat and complete your performance. Weird. I don't think I'm gonna mess with this just yet, but that seems like it's gonna be real involved, and I just don't think I should be messing with that right now when I need to get this other quest knocked out so I can end the stream. Like I said, I got some stuff I need to take care of this afternoon, and then I have to start. I haven't even downloaded Star Rail yet, so I gotta do that still today as well for the stream tonight. Pro tip: watch the glow on the drum. When the glow renews, it has moved to the next queue. Okay, interesting. Actually, this is exactly what you need to do for the quest right now. Is it really? I don't think so. I disagree. Because the quest tells me to go over here. There's another stream tonight? Yes, there is. I'm doing my my Star Rail stream tonight. So, my first Star Rail stream. That was the tutorial for it. Okay, well, I mean, listen, like, If it brings me back over there, it brings me back over there, and I'll figure it out. All right, that tree. Rashu is there, but let us draw nearer. Well, let me get this teleporter over here real quick. All right. Man, this area is like weirdly pretty. They did a good job with this area, like they do with all of them, really. But all right. It's you. What are you doing here? Honored envoy of Kavarina and you two. Our Yasnapati and his companion, I suppose, however you say that. Just call us historian, fire traveler, and Paimon. Since I have been given such permission, then allow me to call you by those names. Yes, we just told you to. Do you two remember what I mentioned earlier about how we skeptics have always been searching for the Kori drums? It was about them being important items for the ritual or something? Yeah. Well, while I can see that the proper terms were not remembered, that is the essence of the matter. Yes. The two of you have been acknowledged by Kavarina's envoy, and yet you know little of our glorious history. I fear that you may be led astray by heresies and heterodoxies of the forest. Heterodoxies. There are a lot of gorgeous landscapes in this area. I've been running around for Baiju and Kave Mat so far. Fair enough. Yeah, I still have to get I gotta get to whatever gives you the materials for Baiju's skills so I can get them above 6. I think it might be the Dendro Dragon. I did the story quest for it, but it actually doesn't seem like it unlocked it as like a fightable boss for me to repeat. I don't know. So I gotta figure out what's going on with that. I'll be honest, I'm not so concerned with this. Story time, is it? This is no idle yarn to be told after tea. It is the tale of our meeting with the Pari, the scions of the divine bird, the long years of war we have endured in this land thereafter. Once I realized it wasn't actually about rhythm at all, but just doing the right actions in the right order, it was easy for me. Fair note. I'll keep that in mind. Paimon would prefer idle yarns in that case. Long ago, our predecessors worked to quell the disaster that occurred in this land and formed a profound friendship with the Pari. Barsam's familiar had a preference for music, so we crafted Kori drums for her. During the ceremony where our bonds with the Pari were made official, 5 drums had to be gathered and played according to scores. Though the Kori drums are long lost, the drum scores have withstood the corrosion of the sandstorms. As you can see, they have been almost perfectly preserved. Words shall nary describe the true magnificence of that occasion. When the Kori drums sounded, all things reverberated in unison. It felt as if their sound could freely traverse space and time. Those who witnessed it were all shaken to the core. Even the elements themselves were stirred. Sounds like a very lively time. I'm getting a headache just thinking about it. We'll go with lively. It's a shame that we skeptics failed to pass on our legacy, resulting in the loss of all the Kori drums. And however loudly we cried out, Barsam's familiar would never again utter a word in response. Barsam's familiar. Is this the Rashnu Sarush mentioned before? Is that who you're talking about? But why wouldn't she respond to the Order of Skeptics' call? The Pari and the Order of Skeptics both value tradition and ceremony. So there is routine to our actions. They talk about tradition, and then they lost their drums. This is hardly a peaceful land. That such things would happen is little surprise. Seems like getting Rashu back to the I'm not saying it anymore. It won't be easy. That is so. We will need to collect the Kori drums and play them according to the score. Thankfully, I have never once given up searching for the lost drums and have been gathering the relevant clues even before your arrival, as one might have expected of you. There's no need to flatter me after all. If Ari Adeva had not My apologies. I refer to an elder amongst the Order of Skeptics who left for Sumeru City to work on his light novels. The dreaded things. This heavy responsibility would not have fallen to me otherwise. He became a light novelist? He rambled on about how warring against the publishing house editor and opponents in the Genius Invocation TCG should still be considered war. But if you ask me, he's just turning into a ridiculous old geezer. But he's still an elder who knows more about our heritage than I do, so I have to ask him for information regardless of any disagreements we might have. He's reluctant to any questions that don't have to do with light novels and card games, though. It took me 3 whole questions to receive a single reply. Anyway, it took me a great deal of effort just to gather clues about the Kori drums. Hey, new clues. But, Nasahuna, if you had all the clues all along, why didn't you look for the lost Kori drums yourself? It's an easy one to answer. It seems like you're not in possession of a vision. No. And yet you're capable of bending the elements to your will. What an enviable gift. Unfortunately, I wasn't blessed with such a gift. So it is good that you are here. I mean, we could save quite a lot of trouble for Lady Sorish with your help otherwise. I would have to make other arrangements. But just as I said before, it seems that even fate is on my side. Lady Sorish and you two, please come with me. Hidden treasures may be found closer by than we think. Alright, well, we'll see about that. Go to the location of the the location Nasahuna mentioned. Alright. Oh, there's a domain up there.
More speed.
I'm gonna run over there really quick because I want to see what that one is. I managed to get Baiju with all his... It should have unlocked at the spawn point for the new weekly is underground in the desert. Yeah. So the boss was... I think it was like somewhere in this area. And... God, I feel like it wasn't that long ago, but I guess it is. I put a temporary teleporter on it. Was it down here maybe? Yeah, I think it's just already gone. I put a temporary teleporter on it, and I think it's just already disappeared, so... Yeah. I gotta figure out how to get back down there and get down there. But no, it didn't unlock it. Like, it didn't seem like a natural entry location, so I was kind of weirded out by it. Alright, so this is... I guess it's just like a one-time kind of thing. Yeah, I'll take care of that at some point. Now I can teleport to it at least. Is it right there in the center? Or am I just overlooking it? What? Is it this? Is this where you go to it? Like, I don't know. It's like I said, it's been a little while. I did it, I thought last week. I put a temporary teleporter like right on where I thought the entrance was, but I don't know. Let me just go and check it again really quick. No, this can't be it, right? This is, I thought something else. Unless it's here. Oh, maybe it was here. No, this is something else. This is the Eternal Oasis, isn't it? Or is it this? Yes, it is. It is this. Never mind. So I guess I did unlock it, and I just wasn't really actually intuitively tracking that that's what this was. Okay, well, good. Never mind. I'm just, like, ridiculous, I guess. Anyways, continuing with the quest then. I was just overlooking it, I guess. Like, in the moment, like, I guess the reason why I didn't think that I had unlocked it is because in the moment, after I defeated the boss, the first thing I tried to do was see if it was something I could rerun. And it was like, no, you can't do that right now. So I was just thinking, I guess I haven't unlocked it, but I guess I did.
Yeah.
Man, get out of here.
Crush.
Oh, God. I need to rebuild my fischl, too. It's been way too long. That's strange. There's no path here at all. It seems like you're not that good a guide. There are signs of a rockfall. You are observant indeed, honored envoy. I am inclined to think that monster activity caused the rocks to collapse and thus block this wall. Well, let us call it a path. But you may leave this to me, everyone. This problem only requires a little spark to solve. Yes, for safety concerns, please stand back a bit. Cleans the stone crevice. Oh god, I'm not gonna be able to read this whole thing before it disappears anyway, so Whatever, I'll come back and look at it. Oh, and actually it's a click to continue, so we're good. Cleans the stone crevice before putting a small package inside. He fills the gap. Back up, retreats to a safe distance, and lights the fuse. The large rock blocking the way splinters into smaller pieces. When the dust finally clears, a gray gate appears in its wake. Okay. So my monitor, my camera being like right here where it is actually slightly in front of my monitor. That's why I have to like lean out of the way to see it sometimes. Well, I mean, it's an ultra wide, so like it's not in a way where it's like intrusive to gameplay usually, but it is intrusive to reading things sometimes. That's it for those stones blocking the way. Wait, why is there still a gate in the way? There's always another gate to go through, huh? It does seem quite sturdy. We used to be able to pass through. As for breaking the seal on this gray gate, we will need your help, you two. Well, guess that falls to us, huh? I suppose it does. Oh, look! Monsters!
By royal decree, you can't run. Lights
Go ahead
out.
and just set myself up for success on this one.
Shudder. Freeze to the core. I condemn you.
Was that all the enemies? Ah. Okay, well, they're all dead. Search for clues in the cavern. Is there a thing over here to get through this? Oh, I see. Why you do this to me, game? Why you do this to me? We'll just use Tainari.
Let's go
if that's a
gather some
thing.
samples.
Nope, that didn't do anything. Is it just like
Can't
this?
see?
What? I am confused. Okay. So much for that then. Hydra MC should be taking Epep boss mats, but unsure which one right now. Really? I kind of doubt that, but I would tend to think that Hydra MC will take a boss from Fontaine itself, but we'll see. Where is Rosaria? There she is.
Make sure to keep up.
So this has just got to have a thing like all the other ones have had then. Yep, there it is. Oh, are you going? Okay, good. She turned back. Okay. This is another one of these places with all this stuff. Seems like there's something buried beneath the sand piles. How about we take a closer look? Oh, fungi.
Odds reveal. Beg for mercy. Yeah. Rah. Go as planned.
More
rest for the-
fungi.
Shudder. Yeah. Yeah. Crush.
All right. Another one or no? No, that one's already done. So there's one here.
Barbados, guide us. By royal decree.
Oh, nope, that's a drum. Okay. This place is full of gray crystals. Hey, look, Oz joined the cutscene. Natsuki looks around a bit before collecting some. God dang it, I never can read those. So I guess you know, Oz is just controlling everything now. It's just like, okay, this is now the Oz quest. It's not too far. This is so distracting. The mechanism that sealed the Dendro drum was once here, but it has been destroyed. There are even some notes here that show where the other quarry drums might be found. God dang it, Oz. After scouring the land for days, I finally found the Corybantes Alas. I lack the strength to retrieve them. As such, I will record their locations here. There is no detailed information on the key components or contents of the ritual. I have drawn the following inferences from a comprehensive review of the current body of research. Firstly, the element of the Corybantes matches the element recorded on the drum score. This is obvious and requires only a rudimentary understanding. Animo and Geo drums do not exist. The reason for this merits further investigation. Secondly, the meaning behind the notation. Notation may be divided into three categories: empty, half full, full. The hypothesis is that the musical notes refers to three types of rhythms, namely pause, light, and heavy. Thirdly, the order of reading. Unable to be determined. If a lost Kori drum is found, one can try to read it in the usual order, which is from left to right and top to bottom. All right, well, I'm gonna cheat this a little bit because if I don't have to constantly open this, it might be a little bit quicker. We'll see. Just took a picture of it with my phone because sometimes that just makes things easier. All right. As the elders put it, when the Kori drums were lost in a single night, the Order of Skeptics was overcome with great grief. Losing the drums meant losing the bridge that connected them to Barsam's familiar, and from then on, the young were never again able to listen to her teachings. This was a grave incident indeed. Great efforts were made by all to search for the drums thereafter, but few gains were made due to the obstruction posed by the defiled energies. According to the elders, this is one of those old locations. But as you have seen, those without the power to combat the brute might of the defilement, those who cannot wield the elements, and those who have not obtained the trust of Kavrana's envoy are unable to reach this place. Arya Deva also attempted to retrieve the Dendro drum here in his youth, but did not succeed, and has been silent about the matter ever since. A sense of responsibility, perhaps? Or was it pride that closed his mouth? You know, when you said that the Order of Skeptics had a terrible relationship with the Academia, Paimon thought you'd all just stay here. Now that there's a big hole in the sky, never mind not coming back to help out. Don't you think it's kind of weird that he's just over in Sumer City writing novels and playing cards? Perhaps he can achieve in fantasies what he could not in reality. You mean writing the story of his failures into a light novel but changing the ending? How's that supposed to solve a real-life problem? People need hope in their lives, even if it isn't real. That's true. Well, Paimon thinks that sticking together is our best chance of fixing this skyhole problem. It concerns Sarush, too, after all. Your concern, Paimon, is rather wasted on one destined for so grand a sacrifice as I. Or perhaps I should say that evaluating the choices and fates of others is itself an overly prideful act. Paimon, Traveler, help Paimon out here. We're just here to complete a mission. With respect to their wishes, we're to respect their wishes and wish them well. Shouldn't we be saying that we can't just let you be? Forgive me saying so, but such thoughts might be a bit unprofessional for adventurers and specialists. Regardless, now that you know where the Kori drums are specifically, we just need to retrieve them all. Although the trial here has been destroyed, that may not be the case in other places. Whether they are or not shall be little issue. Let us leave the task to my Yasnapati, however you say that. This should be no issue to someone of his caliber, no? Of course, we're professionals, you know? In that case, you can find the other Kori drums so long as you follow these notes. I leave that to the two of you. Good luck. Right, Historia, remember to record the drum note or scores on the stone walls. We'll definitely need them at some point, I guess. Copy drum score. Was there not? I guess there's not one right here, I guess. No, it doesn't look like it. So it has all the locations kind of scattered throughout the nearby area. This quest is a bit more involved than anticipated. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Found the first one. That was easy. Paimon has memorized it already. Because these are half and full. Yeah, I don't know. I've got to still figure out what all that even translates into. Couple enemies up here.
Judgment.
Enjoy.
Beg for mercy.
Okay, another copy. There's a drum score here as well. Let's take some notes. All right, 3 to go. But the lore we get is also so good. Sumeru fed us lore enjoyers. Well, yeah, it has. It absolutely has. But this isn't to say that not all, like all of the regions really have their own like lore answers. But Sumeru has really dug well into some of the things that have driven, you know, events of like history in Tiamat, which has been nice. To finally get some clues as to what happened. There are some things that I still need to review because I don't know if I necessarily understood the depth that was discussed. But yeah, there's definitely some things that need that bear reviewal for sure. I think I now need to get chemistry revision done. Have fun with the rest of the stream. Bye everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping it up pretty soon anyways. I'm just trying to finish this quest and then that's gonna be it. That's the last one recorded. Time to look for the other quarry drums, right? Alright. Hey, good. They're marked, so I don't even need to use my phone to chase down the locations. Good. Well, that will make things simple. Looks like this is the closest one, so we'll teleport over there. Okay. This one over here is slightly below me. Yeah, I had a feeling that would be the quicker way to get down here. Oh, seal. Okay. Well, I'll let that run this direction too. Why not? Since I'm apparently going that way anyway. It's the hydro. Alright, take that. Oh, did not mean to do that way.
Beg for mercy.
I don't think I'll get too far with that at all. Nah. These are not characters that are good for bridging. Oh, this area definitely has a water drain mechanic. Yeah. Clearly. Okay. So, let's see if you can pick these up with her. You cannot. Alright, so then I'm thinking what you have to do is this. How do you, I guess you do it like this? Yeah, okay. Hopefully it God dang it. That is so obnoxious. Okay. That did not, I mean, it completed the challenge. Is the water, oh, the water level is dropping after doing that. Okay, good. Not all the way though, so I'm guessing there's more. With water temple right now. No kidding. Like old school OOT vibes right about now. Is there another one of the things to move or something? Yeah, I think I just have to grab the same one again, huh? Might have to move this one twice, actually. Just to make it easier, I suppose. No, relooted it accidentally. Yeah, I don't have to move it again. I can just glide down to these two. And then land over here on this one. Alright. And another.
Crush!
Come on. Alright, we'll grab that. Drop down. A little higher, I think. Yeah, right about here. Seems about right. And lower down a little. There we go. Easy. No big deal. Anytime I see water drain mechanics, I think I just have holdovers from like Water Temple and Ocarina of Time, like dread, and I'm always like, oh no, that dread is hard coded. Let me tell you.
You can't run. Shiver. Beg for mercy.
Well, those guys are gone. All right, there's the Hydro Drum. Easy, no big deal. Is there going to be? No, okay. So I guess we already got all the other things, so I don't have to worry about that as much. All right, so there should be 2 more drums, right? Or is it just 1? Confused. Yeah, there's 2 more. Okay. This one is over here. Trying to figure out like what might be the easiest routing to it. I'm gonna try here, but it doesn't seem like a good routing to it, to be honest. I hear that a lot. People struggling with OOT Water Temple.
If we head to higher ground,
I think it's a little different for most people.
I mean,
so like I'm the kind of person who like I beat Ocarina of Time many times. It wasn't that the Water Temple was hard. It was just real tedious. And that's where the dread comes from, because like whereas a lot of the other temples you could like look forward to them and they might be kind of fun, like that one was just it was such a trudge. Just like God, drain this and then refill it and swim over here. Like you're just trudging back and forth through the same locations too many times. Happy Sucrose Sunday, Saturday edition.
Visibility is excellent. If we head to higher ground,
then when I tried playing it when I was much older, I found the whole game to be pretty seamless experience. I had little struggle with. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, Ocarina of Time is it's a well-designed game for the era it was designed in. Yeah. I don't know how much I would be interested in playing it nowadays. I don't know that it held up super great, but all right, do you ground floater? Paimon's not afraid. I'm gonna. Oh no, it is the thing you can just go to. Okay, cool. Well, I don't even need to do that, but okay. I did already anyway.
Shudder. Vengeance will be mine. Beg for mercy.
Kind of did that slightly out of order, but that's fine.
Rack and ruin.
Ah! The burst blew up before I got to him. Garbage.
Shudder.
It's all right. She's charged up well. She's just crunching these guys now. Oh, this guy's gonna definitely need a little attention.
You can't run. Punishment.
Nope.
Flood of frost.
This guy's so dead.
More speed.
Yeah, no big deal. Was that a 47k normal? I swear I thought I saw a 47k normal. It's a massive normal hit. All right. That was pretty quick. So 1 drum left to go. Yeah, combat-based one's easy. Okay, I'm gonna just teleport over here and we'll see what happens. Kaya been showing a lot more, which excites me. Yeah, you know, that is something that I've noticed. You know, he had a little presence in the Dainsliff quest recently where we find that, you know, there's some animosity between Kaya and Dane, which is really interesting. As 2 people who don't know each other, but it's more like animosity or distrust between one another as, you know, Conrians, which is it's very worth noting. But yeah, now he's going to be in this next quest coming up as well, or at least to some point, or to some extent again.
Crush.
Come on, get him. Ah, I didn't quite get him before he charged it up. Doesn't matter, he'll die fast enough anyway.
Beg for mercy.
Give me the chest. This guy, come on.
Shiver.
Go ahead and get that attack speed buff going.
Wings of dark. Freeze to the core.
This guy ain't going anywhere. Get wrecked, dude. Was there another? I popped it because I thought all the enemies were gone, but I totally misread it.
Shudder.
Can I pick him up like that? No, I can't. Don't think I'd ever tried. It's alright, he'll die quick enough. Eula's something of a lawnmower anyway. I'm not too worried about it.
I can put these to good use.
When I tried playing, let's see. Gosh, Curry Bear was crazy. That was definitely an interesting quest line. Like, for real. A lot of implications came out of Cory Bear. TH, you got into the media server. What the name of the new Cryo Claymore character? What? No, I'm not in the media server. Are you talking about Eula? Is that what this is? Just a joke about Eula? Is that what that is? It makes it interesting. Mona did say she thinks she escaped he thinks he escaped his past, but looks like he's gonna. Yeah. So I do think that, you know, he hasn't made, you know, Mona's whole statement is to make it clear that he thinks he's escaped it, but he hasn't, basically.
I condemn you.
Which will be very interesting to see how all that's going to come to term by the end of the Archon, you know, story arc, which, you know, won't be for, you know, another 2 years.
Luck
so
doesn't discriminate by clan.
it's going to be a hell of a 2 years, you guys. Hang in there. Yeah, I figured out that it was a Eula joke. I was like, what are you talking? Oh, it's a joke. I thought I figured that out pretty quick. It was like maybe 5 seconds. I didn't like there was like a weird gestation of like 5 seconds, and I was like, oh, okay, I see. All right, maybe you should. Okay, light up all the flame altars before the fire goes out. How? You just strike them? Do you use her? What? No. I'm gonna guess it's not those, right? Is there other things around here? What? I'm confused. There doesn't seem to be a trigger. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Imagine how the new Fatui enemies when we go to Shinesnaya. Yeah, there's probably gonna be a lot of new Fatui enemies in Shinesnaya. What? I don't understand this. I am very confused. Yeah, I am aware that the challenge failed. Activate the bell and then light the sconces. Light up all the altar. Is it these? It's these. Okay, I see. And she actually looks like she takes you to them anyway. So that explains that. I think because I swapped to her right away, it like discontinued like the natural like location that she had, where she was like obviously indicating to me what direction we needed to go. All right. Yeah, I didn't even like, I had no context to know like what the sconces were even gonna look like. I'd be surprised if very many people actually get that one right the first time anyway. Just like if you don't know where they are and how long it lasted a little while, but... All right, go to the giant tree. Let me see if I can get to this teleporter easily enough really quick, since I'm here and I'm close to it in theory, although if it's really far above me, then I'll wait. It might be really far above. I don't see it. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I don't feel like climbing up there right now. All right, back to the tree. Oh, so Cyrus just does not guide you on the first attempt. Interesting. Let's see. Next, we just need to put the Kori drums back in their original places. before performing the piece according to the scores on the stone walls, right? Ashton will definitely be happy to answer us when she hears her favorite music. Do excuse my presumption, but the ritual that bound the Order of Skeptics to the Pari is one of great significance. I think that it would only be proper order of skeptics. Oh God, I think that it would only be proper order of skeptics regulation if it's, I'm not reading that again, that it is to say myself were to preside over it. But we were the ones who got all 5 Kori drums. Even if you are Lady Sorish's Yasnapati, I believe this to be out of line. Or should I call this prideful presumption upon her favor? Lady Sorish is Kavarena's envoy. She might have behaved more amicably to the 2 of you on account of your aid in fulfilling her destined mission. Yet this is but a manifestation of her virtue, and not any credit of yours. Do not forget your place, give praise, and stand in awe of every action as you should. That's what you say, but even though Sorish always acts all high and mighty, Paimon doesn't think she's all that great, or that distant from us. That does not sound like something that shall be written into a hymn of praise. Well, I'd say it's praise enough by Paimon standards. Well, what about you then, Historia? Do you desire, what do you play, or do you play the Kori drums and awaken the familiar of Barsum for me? Not a bad performer. Exactly. Cooking, combat, errands, espionage. We can do it all. This is definitely way easier than extinguishing the sign of Apeosha. We're not going to give up here. Yet adventurers you remain. Rough folk on the outdoors. It would be best if I handle such critical matters related to our history and tradition as this. He is Yasnapati I have chosen, and now he willingly serves. Will you bar our path? I have no reason to doubt your decisions, astute as they are. Then it is concluded. Speak no more. Come, traveler, this momentous task is yours. Don't worry. Oh, I have no fear. You are my Yasnapati, after all. What do you, slime theory feels thin to me personally. Which slime theory are you talking about? Well, if you say so, Surish, then are you talking about the one where like they resemble the Archons and all that stuff, or is there something like more deep there that I may not be tracking? We know the Kori drums are very important. The Traveler's not going to ruin them or anything. Yeah, we're definitely not going to do that. All right. Okay. Return the Kori drums to their places. Okay. Let's see. 2 left to place. 1 to go. And then we'll see how this goes. Perform according to the drum score. Oh no. Begin performance, I guess. Oh, I should have checked the score. I don't even... Hang on, check drum score. So it's like... Oh man, like, this is this pause? It's like half pause, half full. And what is the difference between those? Like, begin performance. What is it, like, half, pause, half? I don't understand. Whoever would have guessed. Let me go to the thing really quick since there's a tutorial line for it. All right. All right. Normal attacks will create a light sound, while plunging attacks will create a heavy one. Stay still to create a pause. The scores are empty, half, and full, which correspond to pause, light, and heavy. Okay. Huh.
Onwards. We have work to do.
Watch the glow. When the glow renews, that is the next cue. So if empty, you wait for one full glow. Alright, well. Alright. I am confused. Let's see. I really don't know. Okay, so I wait for a full glow. Okay, let's just... It should be a pause, right? And then the last one was a full. Okay, that makes sense. I get it now. This is not as difficult as imagined. I just had to understand how it works. Okay. So then it's half pause, half full again? This is the same one as the last one. Okay. Half. Pause. Half. Full. Alright. Nothing special there. Are these all going to be the same? Half. Pause. Nope. I didn't check the performance or the score on that one, so this is half, half, half full. Okay. Simple enough. Cool. Simple enough. Check the score. Half full. Pause full. Half. Full. Pause. Full. Last one. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I don't even have the score now. I guess I can guess. Alright, check the score. Half, half, half full. Okay, easy. Begin performance. Alright. That could have been worse. I don't think the tutorial for it was super great, but yeah, it ended up, I figured it out. Oh. Barsum's familiar has answered our call. She must be Rosnu. Don't you think she seems kinda tired, though? Looks like we might need to help her out somehow. This is Rosnu indeed, but perhaps we could have a nice meal. That's right. Grub, meat, veggies, sweet, salty. Ooh, what should we get? Actually, hang on. Do Pari enjoy human food at all? Perhaps a repeat performance might do. So noisy. So sleepy. Simon kind of thought this might go differently, you know, like a moving reunion after years. Not gonna happen? You are Sarush. I recognize you. That's right. This is my Yasnapati traveler and his companion Paimon. This is the Nasiraria of the Order of Skeptics. Jan, I do not wish to know about these human affairs. Humans and their drums are so noisy. I drew them into different places so I could sleep in peace, or threw them into different places. Oh, the scent of lies. Wait, so this was all a misunderstanding? Well, this is one huge misunderstanding when you say even Paimon doesn't do that. Oh, but our documents recorded this so very clearly. Nor did Lady Sorush say anything against this. You must have slumbered too long here, Rosnu, muddling your memory of these affairs. Surely the scattering of the Corybantes was meant to select those who might clear the trials. With those who could not solve such a small problem, proving unfit to call themselves Sasnapati, for how then would they aid me in the great work of extinguishing the sign of Apaosha? Ah, the sign. I'm so tired, but this is not the time to sleep. Yes, you see, the traveler truly deserves the title of Yasnapati. He has helped me immensely, but his help alone is not enough. Rashnu, I need your help as well. It was Zirvan who... She too approves of me, of course. All right, Rashnu, will you come with me to... God, I'm not going to say it again. To the Oasis! Well, this is not impossible. Barsam's familiar, please wait. I have many queries regarding the skeptic's traditions. Human business later, perhaps. Perhaps we can talk later, perhaps. After all, I sleep for a bit. Maybe then. Do you not have other things to attend to? We can save your business with Rashnu for another day. I will return to camp to accomplish that which I should. You know, Paimon kind of feels bad for us right now. I'm afraid this isn't something we can butt into. Yeah, they've known each other for a long time. They can settle this stuff between them, can't they? Whatever the case, if you come with us to the Oasis, Rashnu, Sora will be one step closer to getting the chaplet. Together? Now? Yeah, let's go together. Going together with humans, Jan. Alright. Alright. Zirvan. Well now, if it isn't Sarush and Yasnapati. Pati, whatever. Sure did come back quickly, and while this might sound rude, you have exceeded my expectations. Whether it be foolish here or ignorance, Rashnu, I have personally saved them and brought them back to our sea of flowers. You will see me in a different light now, I trust, Elder. Paimon thinks it's more accurate to say that we saved them together. Historia put in tons of work, too. You speak too much. I was planning to elevate you, too, to the position of the Yasnapati, but if you will be so petty, Pale Floater, it seems I must reconsider my decision. Whoa, actually, never mind. Who wants to be Yasnapati anyway? Now, it may seem strange to say so, but I believe myself and Yasnapati to be of the same root and stem, indivisible. And just as the heroes of legend should have many helpers, my Yasnapati's works shall also count for my glory. It also goes without saying that a Pari who shall do such a supreme deed as I will not peddle in foolishness that is stealing another's credit. Therefore, Yasnapati, mine, feel free to add your deeds to the hymn, for thus shall my great deeds seem all the greater for it. Here leave, your grace. Stop it with the silly roleplay already. That's right. We're quite used to you talking like this, Sarush. But Zirvan's right over there looking at us like we're a bunch of idiots. Off. Then let us not speak of things unrelated, just as we agreed before. Elder, you can give me the Twin Horde chaplet now, yes? Well, we did, but I can't give you the chaplet. Oh, what? You going back on your word? Now the chaplet is a symbol of Kavaraina's recognition. How could it be given away based on private whims? Amidst the countless motes of Kavaraina created by the transformed divine bird, only we Pari have been blessed with intelligence. It is thus that we are able to communicate with the remaining consciousness within the mother tree and guide the power of Kavaraina. But not all Pari may possess such authority. What are we talking about Alhaitham for? Alhaitham's theme is illegally good. I agree. His theme is awesome. Only the Bloom Guards, those who prove worthy successors to the Divine Bird's aspirations, have the courage to see that wish through. May gain the chaplet, the crown that contains wisdom. Oh, I see. Beans. Beans caused this. It was the best character theme song, and why is it Sino? Sino's is good. I agree, but I do like Alhaitham's. I don't, I don't know. I'd have to think on it a bit, but I have a number of them that I really, really like. Zirvan recites the words of an ancient hymn, and Sorush joins her as if 1,000 birds sing out at once, and as if 100 flowers respond. Oh? Oh, got a fancy little crest now. All right. A new version of Sarush. Talk to Zirvan. All right. Yeah. It's got a fancy little crest now. Oh, so the chaplet just grows out of your head. Well, this didn't go as we thought, but guess you've got your twin-horned chaplet now, Sarush. You look much more reliable than before. Ah, of course, I am the destined Bloomguard, after all. Now, I need only offer myself as a sacrifice to extinguish the sign of Apoesha. And there you go, ruining our impression of you right away. But since you've got the chaplet, Sarush, now can we go find the great song of Kafrina thing, right? Someone remembers Najuna saying that we'll need to collect enough of those great songs if we want to perform the rite, or that rite of his, and then we can pass through the darkness. But who knows if his words can be relied on or not? That is the rite of Chinvat. Now is this Nazuna you speak of from the Order of Skeptics? To think that any human remembers that rite, I thought that it had been lost. I did once travel alongside human heroes to cross the darkness through the rite and cleanse the impurities tainting the mother tree. And looks like he wasn't mistaken then. But when that happened, I was the one who personally used the Kafarena to repair the seal that held the darkness at bay. Later, I was the one who fused the strongest Kafarena collected there into 5 great songs, which I used to purify the land. The skeptics should not have knowledge of the great song's existence if they relied merely on their traditional records. Maybe Nasuna's just interested in researching documents. Maybe there are some documents he found elsewhere that you don't know about, Zirvan. That would make him all the more suspicious. As I understand it, there are indeed others who would be interested in great songs. All the same with you there, I believe such small matters should be no obstacle. In any case, Sarush has only just obtained the chaplet and cannot collect enough Kavarena. If we wish to conduct the rite of Chinvat now, we will need the power of the great songs. At that time, after I first scattered the monsters that I had invaded our sea of flowers, the great songs were scattered across the lands. Only one was hidden by me within the waters of the Sunyata Lake here, kept away for a future time of need. Now that Sarush has obtained the authority to touch the great songs, you can first go to obtain this one. As for the rest, you shall have to seek them out yourself, safeguard them well. Do not let them fall into the hands of suspicious people. I would also ask you to take care of Sarush for me. Though she may have obtained the acknowledgement of Kavrena, I fear that wisdom and intelligence may have never been prerequisites for becoming a Bloomguard. Maybe rude? All right. So supposedly that opens the event finally. It did. Cool. Well, now that the event is finally open, I am going to end the stream and take care of the event at some point later today or tomorrow or something, because I still have like a day and a half until it expires. Yeah, 1 day, 16 hours. So I don't know. Maybe I'll take care of it tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for being here, everybody. We went through, I guess, the first third or half of the world quest, and I opened up the event finally. So progress. Yeah, it was a good stream, I think. It's good to press through the story quests anyways. I always enjoy their story quests. They always manage to create a slew of new enduring characters, even if they're rude. So yeah, I dug it so far, and I'm looking forward to knocking out the event. And I'm also looking forward to starting Star Rail tonight, because that's what my stream is going to be later this evening at 9 p.m. So yeah, hopefully I'll see most of you there when I get started with Star Rail, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good day.
pizza.